are back on a Thursday night. What is going on out there? You know me, Rod J. You know him, Todd. And we are back in the house to kick it for another Toss One Back Thursday. Enjoy some brews, have some good conversation, see what happens, listen to you guys. You guys provided some things you want to talk about. And as you can see next to his name, his other half will be here. So buckle up, because I have no idea how bumpy the ride's going to get tonight. So
get comments in now while you can.
But welcome in, everybody. And Todd is back from his trip to Michigan. So
let's go back yesterday.
Talking a little bit of that before the pre-show, but overall, a pretty good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's beautiful up there. And there was no humidity. Like I was telling you before, we did at the beach one day. Well, actually, we went twice. Actually, I guess technically we went 3 times. Because we went on the way in. Just we had time to kill before we could check into our hotel. And before Eric was going to meet us.
Yeah.
So we walked around. And it was warm and it was nice. But damn, I ain't never seen sand so daggone deep. It's like a daggone workout trying to get through the sand.
It's gonna build them calves up.
That was on Saturday when we got there. So then Saturday evening, Eric drove in from Lansing and we hung out and went to New Holland and a couple other breweries around town there.
Yeah.
And then Sunday we went to the beach and lounged around for, I don't know, a couple, 3 or 4 hours, I guess. And then Monday and Tuesday, it was like 73 or 4, which was like, yeah, I don't think it's that.
The northern cold, even in summer.
Yeah, so I was like, what's the humidity? This is like fall weather at home. Like, this is crazy. And then the ocean, or not the ocean water, but Lake Michigan was like 68 degrees the first day, and that was when it was sunny.
Where's the cameras?
She knows we're live, right?
Yeah. It's just the time of day.
Okay.
The sun's still bright. It's bright where you are.
It's always bright where I'm at, Rod.
Yeah.
But all in all, it was a good time.
So you went to New Holland. Was it what you imagined it to be? Or better or worse?
It was more commercialized than I pictured it.
But it's not as commercialized like as
Bells?
No, not Bells. I don't know about Bells. I haven't been to Bells. But I was thinking of there in Ohio that we went to.
Mantry?
Mantry, yes.
Yeah.
It's not as big as Mantry or even what's the one?
Not as big as Mantry? You think Mantry was bigger than where?
Yeah, Mantry was way bigger.
Really? The New Holland. Wow, that's
New Holland. Of course, they've got like 3 or 4 different locations too, though. So that might have something to play into it.
No,
but where we was at, they didn't brew there either. It was just
it was just like
a
restaurant.
Yeah, a brew house or whatever. But
no, but when we were in Lake Michigan, like the water was up to my chest, and it was so clear, I could still see what color my toenail polish was.
So you did get in the water, even though it was a little bit colder.
Oh, it was fucking freezing.
It took us about a half hour to get down to our chest. We had to go walk a little bit and stop and let our bodies acclimate to the water, and then go a little bit further, and then a little bit further. The next thing you know, I was just like, screw it, I'm just going down.
Yeah, but then we went back, and then the second time we went in, it was better.
It was better.
Yeah.
So your body got acclimated to it, I'm sure. Yeah. So it's like the
my
polar bear club and just jump right in.
Once you're sitting there,
yeah, you think you can just jump right in, but it's not that kind of water.
My hands are just like frozen. It's like they turn them blue. I'm not sure what's going on.
No, both of us, it was like, my joints hurt in my hands, and he's like, mine too. And I was like, just because I'm older, is it because of the water? And then we left, and then a little bit, I'm like, they don't hurt anymore. But did you tell him about when we got out of the car and I saw that man slumped over in his car?
I don't know. I'll let you tell that because I didn't think about it too. I didn't see what you saw.
It was very traumatizing. So
what happened? The man slumped over in his car.
Doesn't need justice.
Yeah, it was very traumatizing to me. So it's me, Todd, Kylie, and her friend. We pull up to the hotel after we've been motel, whatever they're fucking called.
It's a hotel.
Holiday Inn.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. The motels are the ones where the
doors
are on the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah. So anyway, I get it. We had a day. We come back and I get out of my car and there's this like I don't know if it was a Mercedes or a Jack. It was a nice car.
I think it was like
an older car, an older luxury car.
70s, 80s Mercedes maybe.
Yeah. So I'm like, I look over when I get out of the car and I see, the console like between the passenger and the driver's seat. There's like, so I see
islands,
this, like,
little middle area. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this like body slumped over and it was gray hair. And so I didn't say anything until we got closer to Todd. I didn't say anything to Todd or the children because, I didn't want to freak them out. And then when we got a little bit further, I'm like, Todd, like, and so I went to the front desk and I was like, listen, like there's this guy or one, I don't know, slumped over there. And then I was like, I don't want to get them in trouble if they're just, asleep or whatever. But I'm like, I was also like, are they dead? And so we told her and she was like, well, I'll call my boss and blah, blah, blah. So we get up to our room and our window is like facing the
parking lot.
So we're watching it all and the cops come and they're like talking to the guy. And turns out next day I asked the receptionist, like, well, he was homeless. And I'm like, way to fuck somebody's life up, Shannon. I'm like, he was just like trying to get asleep in the parking lot, but the cops did just leave him there and didn't make him leave.
Just let him go.
Yeah. So the next morning I woke up and it was gone. The car was gone. But
well, I told her, I was like, it's a good thing you did because what if it wasn't somebody that was homeless?
Right.
And it had a chance, could have revived the guy or something
But I did feel really bad because I was like.
But on all, it ended up okay because the cops.
Well, you were checking on a person.
Yeah.
Although when you said the head was slumped over, I thought he might have been getting it, but it didn't turn out there was somebody else in there with him.
Possibility, I guess.
I'm like, way to wreck that, Shannon.
No happy ending yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, should I pull him out of the car? Should I knock on the window? And
well, you're a nurse, so that's gonna hit you like
right. But then I'm like, okay, so what if?
Well, I told her it was like just go in and tell the lady at the front desk.
Yeah, because what if I pull him out
and then just walk away?
I knock on the window, or he's got a gun, or what if he's like half dead? And I'm like, I'm gonna have to do CPR and like.
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. I mean,
right.
You might have felt bad if you came out next morning. You found the guy had a heart attack there. You might have been able to help him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'd rather live with what I did than live with not doing anything and he was dead.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, you did the right thing.
But I also felt like, what if he had dementia and he just got in his car and he drove and he got lost and
like homeless in a Mercedes? He should have a little chunk of change somewhere.
Well, it was
right.
I mean, life hits you hard. I mean, maybe it was like one of the guys like trading places, just like.
Really wish I would have known he was homeless. I'd have been like, come up and sleep in our room.
See, that would have been the other bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have done that.
She wouldn't have done that because she hadn't been drinking enough at that night.
Yeah. Might have been kind of maybe like get him a room, but
now if it was
coming to my room.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now if it's a normal night where she's been drinking.
Or I would have been at least like, we can put the seats down in the back of our car and you could at least stretch out,
The car's hot wired and cold.
Yes.
I love Shannon though. She's always trying to save the world.
I'm not trying to save the world. I'm just trying to save a soul. Not even save, just help.
Just help. JV's in the house. JV was first tonight. JV. Oh, before I get into it, I got to give a shout out to Mark McCann. Appreciate you, homie. He dropped a tip the other day. So, happened to was going through my emails and saw he hit me up there for the beer stuff. So I appreciate that. That definitely goes to the beer fund. And not that anybody always has to do that, but it is out there. The links are in the description. But it always helps. It's always nice. And, I just come to entertain. I just come to have fun. So,
absolutely.
JV says, hope Todd and Shannon were backstage getting the curtains put up. LOL. So
we do actually take them down after every Thursday night. And then
JV's got a curtain fetish.
Yeah.
He's got a curtain fetish.
I mean, I think you all have curtain fetishes. Like
I don't talk about the curtains. I read what they say about the curtains.
JV's got
I just I'm just reading. Eric's in the house. Malt Muser, what's up, homie? Cheers up there in Chi-Town, Chicago. Y'all know Eric Malt Muser. Check him out. Some great whiskey breakdown and reviews. Just finished a River West 9 now on the Carbon 4 Fantasy Factory. Yeah, it was just in Wisconsin. Oh, wow. Nice. Find anything good out there in Wisconsin? Justin's in the house before we review beer. Cheers. Been a while, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Jimmy Jones in the house, the good Rev. He says, Michigan, I was born in Indiana. Well, it's funny. Todd and Shannon are Indiana.
You were born in Indiana, though, weren't you?
Huh?
You were born in Indiana, though.
I was born in Louisville.
Yeah, we were both born in Louisville, but
I've lived in Indiana my whole life, though.
Yeah.
You too, for the most part, right?
Oh, yeah, I've never lived. Oh, God. There's a racist reason why I'm in Indiana.
That you're in Indiana?
No, my dad knew he was going to have a little girl, and he was like, we're moving from Louisville to Indiana because of busing. And I'm like, I could have rocked Louisville out, Dad. You should have had more faith in me.
Vanessa.
What's up, Vanessa?
Gummy or beer?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Rod? Gummy or beer?
Gummy or beer? Oh, for you to do right now? Oh, definitely gummy. Although Todd's like, but
no, I muted it real quick to tell her something.
Oh.
Right, I'm gonna do gummy and water.
New Holland has nothing with Old Holland. Vanessa said, hey to Shannon. She says hi, Alden. She says hi, Shannon, directly. Like, we don't even matter.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Come to Cali or Indiana. Well, they're in Indiana. So
we are in Indiana right now. What part of Indiana were you born in?
Jimmy, to get as far away from the south as you can. Enjoy my temple in San Francisco, California. Well, yeah, California's got some nice stuff out there. I mean, I've been to California before.
I should say my aunt still does, but my uncle passed away. But they lived in San Diego and have for, I don't know, 40 years probably. I've been to San Diego once, and it was awesome.
San Diego, there's like 75 no matter any time of the year I've ever been there. It's just like, it's always like, you know, and then when it's cloudy, it's still a good day, you know. So
well, that's what they. I remember that as a kid. I was like 12, and it was during All-Star break, so it was in July. Just about this time, probably.
Yeah.
The baseball All-Star break was on, and I remember getting up in the morning and it would be an overcast, and you'd be like, "I'll be fine about noon or 1. It'll break up and be sunny as can be," and it did, just pretty much every day.
Yeah.
But at night, when we went places like,
you have a bottle opener?
It's in the drawer. We went to different places at night, like Disneyland or whatever. It was like, make sure you got a sweatshirt or something to jacket.
Yeah, because it gets cooler than you'd
expect.
expect.
It did. It was like you had to have 2 changes of clothing everywhere you went. It was the weirdest thing.
And even in San Fran, with that breeze that comes off the bay, it'll hit you. So.
And that water was freaking cold too, though. I do remember it being choppy and cold.
Yeah.
There also.
Probably said like you do. So appreciate it. Like the new space here. Well, I haven't done anything on the walls behind me because since we're running out, like put anything up there, they're going to take back down at some point. When you move, you realize how much shit you put on the wall. You don't want to keep putting stuff up there. Probably right after, because it's just such a pain in the ass taking everything off the wall when you actually move. So that's why I haven't put a lot of stuff up here yet. But we'll see.
Yeah. What's up, Big Daddy?
So Big Daddy, she's just up in New Glarus, Belgian red cherry beer. Great stuff. Very nice.
Anything New Glarus is great.
Yeah, but everybody always talks about Spotted Cow, and I feel like Spotted Cow's one of those ones up there where it's just not as great as people make it out to me now.
No, I think it's one of the older.
Because it had its time.
Yeah, the older IPA. But so still, to be able to get that beer at any gas station in Wisconsin is still great, though.
Well, anytime you get beer at a gas station, good beer.
Yeah, right.
Which is weird now. Being in Maryland, I can't get that. Like they don't do beer at their grocery store or gas stations, and you have to actually go to a liquor store, a beer wine
There's
store.
no problems, Ron.
No, it's Maryland problems because other states can do it. It's where you live. This country, just different states have different things. There's some stuff they're good at and some they're not.
Oddly enough, with all the things that Indiana is shitty about with alcohol, that's one of the good things. You can just go one-stop shop. You ain't got to go in 2 different places like in other states.
Yeah, well, Kentucky was the same way. You know, they had some...
where your liquor and stuff has to be in a different, totally different spot.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
South Carolina was that way.
Todd tries like rhinestones in factories far away.
Oh.
The Rev wants you to come to his church, Todd.
There you go, Todd. Use that line.
It's pretty smooth. Shannon sounds evil.
Oh, I'm not.
What's up, Gilbert? Gilbert in the house. Cheers, homie. Yeah. Gilbert with some Brasserie Dunham delivered to his house after I've done those reviews on that Brasserie Dunham. It's good stuff. Good stuff out of Canada. So, nurses sit in the caboose of life. I don't know where that goes to, but I feel like nurses and teachers, like 2 of those professions that get underrated, like for all the shit they actually got to go through and do.
Yeah, but we also get more from our job than most people get from their job. We get more than a paycheck. You know, like our souls get fed with that too. So.
Yeah, I guess. I know there's some teachers, and I know there's some nurses that get burnt out on stuff too. They're kind of like,
oh yeah, we get burnt out. We get burnt out, but as soon as you get burnt out, then a meaningful moment happens, and you're like, okay, I can sit here and I can continue.
But not every nurse or every teacher has the same demeanor towards
there are some fucking bitchy ass nurses. They are
I just to hear what you say on this.
Nurses like, should not be nurses.
They only have it because it is a job that they can rely on.
Yeah.
Not because they feel like they're doing good.
Yeah. I think it's every profession has people that are just, you know.
That's true. That is.
But when you're nursing, you're actually taking care of other people, so it really affects their lives. Or if you're teaching, you're kind of stuff with the kids and everything too. So.
Are you looking for the deer?
There was like a wolf out there running after something. You guys turn around.
No, I got a story.
Jumping through there earlier.
I have a story. So when we were in Michigan, we went putt-putting.
Oh.
And so there was like a pond on the other. You got the pictures?
I do.
So there was a pond.
I don't know if it's any good or not. But.
Next to the fence where we were putt-putting, and we were like at the hole that you putt. And I looked forward, and there was a fence, and I was like, "Oh my God, look! There's a little animal." I'm like, "Oh, look, it's a groundhog." And so Todd and Kylie went. I put myself last, so they were already up there by the hole.
It wasn't a very good one.
Yeah, and they were just like fucking taking pictures of it, and they were like, "Oh, how cute! How cute!"
There's a sort of a picture of it, but it wasn't a very good picture of it.
So they're all like into this animal, and then I get up to the hole and I look at it, and I'm like, "That's not a groundhog. That's a fucking rat." It was a fucking rat. Had the tail.
It was a rat, not a groundhog. Are you sure it was a rat?
Fucking rat.
It was a rat. Maybe it was a muskrat.
Possibly.
Yeah. Oh, muskrat. Okay.
It didn't run at all. We were both...
Until I came up and I was like, "That's not a groundhog. That's a fucking rat." And then he looked at me and then he ran off.
It was so brown and stuff though. It was almost like, kind of brundleish color. Like I've never seen a rat
like
that color.
Long.
But he did have long ass tail. I couldn't see it.
Oh, in some states, muskrat's good eating. So
muskrats are aggressive. So I got on because they were like, "That's not a rat." And I'm like, I think it's a rat. I've never seen any other animal that's got the tail like that. So then I got on TikTok, and then it was like, okay, it might be a muskrat, but they're aggressive. They like chase people.
Yeah.
So right here's the inside of the brewery at New Holland. We were sitting basically at the very end, looking towards the bar.
Oh, that is kind of small for New Holland.
It's not huge at all. They had a little bit of an upstairs, kind of right above my finger there.
Yeah.
Where that white part runs, it was like 3 or 4 tables up there, but that was about it. And then they had a whole like next door for
the gift shop.
The gift shop area, yeah. Which I totally forgot to go in and get a shirt.
But what was the favorite place that I loved with the disco ball? Oh, and I went to the women's bathroom and they had fucking mural of She-Ra.
Oh. What was
She-Ra?
She-Ra. Remember He-Man and She-Ra?
Oh, yeah.
So I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh my God, you guys need to go to the bathroom because She-Ra's in the women's bathroom. And I took a picture. I'm like, you all need to go in there and take a picture of He-Man if he's in there. And then they came out and it was He-Man and Skeletor.
I never did though.
Yeah.
I forgot what that was called.
But that was my favorite place.
The one we sat. That was the one we sat.
The one with She-Ra. Well, we
yeah.
stuck and they had the disco.
So how many breweries did you guys go to, you think?
3.
You guys didn't go to Shorts Brewery though.
No, we didn't. We didn't go to. We went to New Holland, and I forgot what those other 2 were called.
Big Lake was one of them.
Oh, Big Lake. That was the last one we went to. But the one you're talking about wasn't Big Lake, I don't think. I forget the name of it.
I don't know. But
So
then
you
we
guys-
went to Saugatuck.
We went to Saugatuck, but we never did see the brewery.
You didn't go to Saugatuck Brewery? Oh, yeah.
No.
Saugatuck was too rich for our blood. We went there and
Neapolitan
I'm like,
tap.
we do not belong here.
But I still want to go to the brewery.
They're like, they must be passing through. They ain't part of our people here.
Because that Saturday was the day we went to the breweries, and after that, we kind of just made sure we did stuff with the girls
Well,
for the most
yeah,
part.
because when we went up there, we went up Saturday
That's what I
was when we
said.
got there. And we met up with Eric, and then we went to the breweries, and Kylie and her friend walked from our hotel to the movies and stuff. And
So what was your favorite beer at New Holland?
I had a flight, so I had the 2 versions of their Dragon's Milk this year.
Mm-hmm. The 2 that were like the one I had at the Stoppenhofer and the other ones were earlier this year? Okay.
Yeah, the Whipple, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And then I had the Bananas Foster Porter there.
Ooh.
And let's see, what was the other one? Oh, actually, I had an actual glass of, which was pretty damn good. It was called Cosmological Blast, which was a New England style IPA.
Nice.
Good. That was when it first went in. But they had that triple mash, and I sort of kicked myself for not getting it now. But it was kind of hard for me to pay $7 for a 5-ounce pour of the Dragon's Milk.
but I wish you would have now. I bet you wish you would have now.
But it was also 18%, and I was
Yeah.
driving, so
It's just, it's when in Rome. I mean, but if you're driving, you have to be careful. I understand that too.
Yeah.
I had the light point, something point.
It was, I think it was called Light Point,
Yeah, that was really good too.
but it was like
It was like a week. Like I can't handle anything over 5%, or I'm down like 3 beers in.
which was actually worked out good because it's only like 3% alcohol,
Yeah.
I think, or 3.5.
I was really a light one, like
Yeah.
session.
It
Yeah.
was sessionable, like meat. It was pretty decent though.
I thought it was delicious.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, you're drinking Lagunitas IPA. I am drinking Lagunitas Waldo, my last Waldo.
Nice.
So won't be seeing Waldo until next year. Although I
But
think I
we
got a couple
also,
spots that might have it.
I wish we went to Perrin because it wasn't too far from where we was at either, but we didn't make it down that way.
Is that it?
Brewing.
But that wasn't on my list. I didn't know that even
Yeah, it was.
existed. Perrin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh.
Perrin. I think Eric likes Perrin.
And in Saugatuck, obviously, we were there, and we should have
Yeah.
stopped in while we were
I mean,
down there.
Saugatuck was beautiful. They had like streets of like shops and stuff. And I had the best chimichanga of my life
I
there.
was gonna say we ate one a really good Mexican restaurant. While we
Yeah,
were there.
but I'm like, you go in there and I saw a t-shirt dress, which
Oh,
basically I already own, and I paid like $30 for it. The same dress, $156, and I'm like,
Mm.
no.
Some new designer.
Or just a regular shirt, like just said like Saugatuck, whatever. At one of the shops, it was like $33 or something. Just
No,
for
it
a
was more
t-shirt.
than that.
But
Because
just a t-shirt.
the sweatshirt. Kylie came
No,
back
no, the sweatshirt was more than that.
with her friend, and I was like, and she had the sock. I'm like, how much did you pay for that? $60. And she was like, yeah, I got this and like a sticker or something. It was like $70. I'm like, well, it's your money. You can do what you want to with it. But I'm like, that's a lot of money for a sweatshirt.
Yeah, but kids are paying $152 for a pair of jeans. I mean,
that's because.
And the jeans aren't even all together; they're ripped. It's like you don't got all the fabric, and you're paying that.
Yeah, that's because they don't have any for bills, and they can just pay that much for a sweatshirt.
But yeah, they're
So
living
drink anything?
They're living rent free. So what'd you say?
You drinking anything?
Yeah, I just shared the Waldos.
Oh, it was the Waldos. That's right. I didn't share mine. I was waiting for you, but I forgot you just coded. This is one I actually picked up while I was up there, Pigeon Hill Brewery.
Oh, I've had Pigeon Hill before. Oh, look at that. Chunks.
Oh, from Stranger
Goonies.
Things?
Yeah, no, that's
Goonies.
The Goonies?
Goonies. Yeah.
Stranger Things. That's Goonies. How did you not know that was Goonies?
Hey, there's a guy just like
He's
that.
doing a truffle shuffle.
Guess he's even got the ship in there.
Listen, if you watch Stranger Things, you would understand the.
You could never mistake the Goonies. ever.
Watch Stranger Things.
I haven't
Why
watched
would that be
this last
Stranger
season.
Things? I saw that.
She's just thinking the 80s or something.
I mean,
like
it's
that.
okay if you don't understand where I'm coming from.
Oh, I'm asking you why would you think that was?
Because there's a kid just like that on Stranger Things.
No, I know what you're talking about. That's not anything.
It's okay. You go where you want to with that little kid, and I will go.
That's
how
we know where
awful.
you go where you want to go with that little kid.
Well, you're not a priest. No, anyway. 2022 version of the Westbrook Mexican cake. Very nice. I actually got a couple Westbrook beers I haven't drank yet that I found. So I still got to drink my Wawa Coffee Imperial Stout. Haven't done that one yet either. Also called the main one for the beach all party. Not watch that on the beach. Beef curtains. Gee.
Beef curtains. Can't afford beef curtains.
Brenner drank too much malt liquor and tripped and fell into their car. Brenner get some malt liquor when he's up there with him. This is JV. Todd, hi, Rod. Oh, now, way down there, she says hi to us. After she said hi to Shannon, way up there. I got a feeling now my heart is froze on the verses and the corrosion. Let me see here. Crete, Indiana is my hometown. You know where Crete is?
No, I've never heard of it, but I'm going to Google map it, and I want to know. I feel like it's either...
It's up north somewhere, I would think.
I feel like it's northwest Crete.
Moved to Guyana in 78.
Or maybe he's just making it up.
You know, he's making a Jim Jones joke there. Because Jim Jones was the guy on it. Yeah. He went there and some people didn't come back. San Diego might be my next big vacation. San Diego would be a great spot. Although nowadays, like with a lot of the vacation stuff, when I'm going on some of them, I like to go out of the country if possible. Which shrank down because of COVID. But I'm like all about the all-inclusive packages when I go out of town. When we go somewhere now, it's like everything's all taken care of.
It's only 2 hours and 51 minutes
nice
from here.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's east. It's northeast. You go to Indy and then you go east. It's closer to Cincinnati. Cincinnati is Columbus, Ohio, like
East.
West of Columbus, though.
Yeah. Near the Ohio border, it looks like. Ish.
I don't think you can go wrong with San Diego for a little vacation spot, though.
Northeast of Newcastle. Okay.
Hate the Cubs. Chicago's always ruled it in media.
Yeah, it did down here, too. Of course, back then, though, WGN were TBS. Were the Braves.
Oh, yeah. Braves, yeah.
And back then, the Cubs only played day games, so it was like the only thing on TV. If you had cable, was the Cubs were always on TV.
You know what's funny? Like the Cubs went all through this period of not being able to win the World Series or anything with the curse. It's like, what if they would have did like the Astros and switched leagues like years ago? Like the Astros just get beat up in the National League, and then they jump to the American, all of a sudden they're contenders.
You're right.
Like, what if the Cubs did that? Maybe they would actually be contending now if they were to do that. So, just a thought. Maybe they're on the wrong side.
Never know.
Make a move.
Rod, I love thoughts.
You love deep thoughts with Jack
love any
Candy.
thought.
San Diego is almost perfect. Like I said, I mean,
Yeah.
the worst thing you gotta worry about San Diego is an earthquake, and then maybe a tsunami if it's a bad earthquake or whatever, I guess. But yeah.
It's the yin and the yang, Rod.
But you gotta worry about something everywhere for the most part, I guess. I mean,
Because if you don't worry about something, then the joy isn't that important, you know?
well, I was thinking about natural disasters, but I guess that
Yeah.
too.
There is a price to pay for any happiness.
I'm trying to think. Actually, I say like the most safe place probably in the country.
Is the most boring.
No, it's probably like up in the upper northeast, maybe, but you have cold. Like if you're up in Maine or something like that, like they don't really have as much stuff happen up there. Hurricane can possibly hit them if it was warm enough in the water, I guess, but usually they die out by the time they get off the coast up that way.
Yeah.
You don't really have tornadoes. You don't really have earthquakes that I'm aware of. But the cold is what you'd have to worry about there. And then if you were somewhere like in the Dakotas, usually there's not much you ever hear about that. I mean, I guess they could possibly have a tornado if it got warm enough, but it never really does. But you have the cold there as well. Never hear about the earthquakes. Now, you do have oil spills sometimes because of the pipelines. So you have that. That's man-made, though.
You know, I was like, what is your idea of the most perfect place? But I'm like, there's always going to be a down.
Now, my idea of most perfect place, if I ever go, is probably Belgium.
Well, yeah, because you didn't live there, and so you can have a dream about it.
Oh, if I lived there, I'd be in heaven. All the beer and stuff they got, the beers they make. Like me and Gilbert were talking about it. He's like, that's one of his plans. Like, he would love to retire in Belgium.
I would just love to fucking retire.
Do it. Is that on the horizon for you?
To go to Belgium? Yeah, to go. I don't think
I'd
I
retire
could
in
move there. I would like to, so maybe. I don't know. I guess I would have to check it out first, but from everything I know about it,
Yeah.
I'd be like, pretty sure I'd be happy. I'm like 98% sure it'd be good.
Pretty good chance.
Pretty good. He said that as a Wisconsin native living in Chicago, I can say the spotted cow has always been overrated. Woo! Shots fired. Shots fired. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, back in the 90s, it was big because it was not as crowded in the craft beer field. It is still a decent beer. It's just in comparison to other beers now, it's not a standout type beer.
Not IPA.
Fucking hate IPAs.
I also feel like because New Glarus doesn't distro, it's also one of those sought after beers. You know, and then once you have it, you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, to keep the hype going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hyped up or whatever. Like a lot of, well, like Zombie Dust was at one time, and you know, what's the Heady Topper and all those. It was like, okay, I bet those are probably just okay beers now, you know.
Even as a California and Indiana liver, the truth is Chicago is the best beer city with this, and I hate all the people in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, Chicago, I don't know. Chicago is a really good beer city, but I'm telling you, I put Cincinnati up against it at this point. And Cincinnati, the last few years, has been ranked top, one of the top cities as well. And
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much beer coming out of Cincinnati right now. I mean, you literally are bumping into different spots where you can get really good beer there. You get burnt out on admins in school districts, so I'm no longer contracted. Yeah, you get burnt out teaching, just like nursing. There will be some punch served in the chat tonight. Punching cookies. Sure, let me have crap beers on tap while you shop. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing. Like in Ohio, Jungle Gyms, you had on tap. And even there, a couple of them started putting taps in the Kroger. So you can actually drink there too while you're shopping, or if you're going as a couple, like, I'll stay right here at the bar while you go ahead and get the food.
Right here.
Yeah, right here. I was looking forward to his punch. Yes, that's the last time if I did it. Drinking water, taking it easy, or just kind of resting. Well, you're getting everything back in shape, right, Vanessa? Began new migraine, drug taken once a month. I had my first migraine 2 months the other day. Longest stretch in decades for no headaches. Wow. So 2 months is the longest time without having a migraine.
Not just a headache, a migraine.
I've never had a migraine, but from people that I know have had them or read about them, yeah, there's some painful type things. Almost like some of them, I guess, depending on how severity are, like you get pretty much like blinded, like trying to see. Like that's what made me surprised in the Super Bowl when Terrell Davis had a migraine. They had him in the play. He couldn't even see where the thing was. He just had to line up there. Eric, New Holland makes solid brew. I had a whole Punisher IPA once. It was hobby. Yeah.
Punisher.
They do dabble, but I just New Holland. I just always think of them as the stouts and like the porter.
Isn't that
the IPA?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the Dragon's Milk. Hey, Big Daddy. If I see the name Jim Jones, I'm risking the Jaguars. Yeah. Dragon's Milk stouts. I am making bottle holders that fit Dragon's Milk bottles with a cutout to show the dragon. Oh, nice.
That'd be awesome.
But she still wants to get a keg, so she has to go there to get a keg at some point.
Yep.
Can you buy a keg there?
Oh no, we should have. If we thought about it, would have looked and seen.
Yeah, we wouldn't be back here if we did that.
You guys have a kegger to put a keg at home?
Do what?
Do you have a kegger to put a keg on? No.
No, she's been wanting to give me one, but I told her, no, don't give.
Yeah, I was like, for a birthday, some kind of gift, I was like, I'll get you a keg.
Grill and a keg. That's the early makings of the man cave right there.
I said once, we don't have enough people that come over to help drink it. And two, I don't drink it enough to where it would go bad. Not necessarily go bad, but lose its flavor, sort of.
I feel like if you got a keg of Dragon's Milk, you'll find new friends.
But Dragon's Milk, old anyway, as long as you kept it.
Yeah.
Oh, always calls me in the middle of the Thursday night thing.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone had the New Holland Brutalist Balloon Not Exploder APA, which was a 13% ABV? No, I have not. I haven't seen that one. That might have been something up in Michigan as far as kind of a regional thing there.
I didn't see anything with that name, but it didn't mean it wasn't there. They had those great big TVs, and it would display the menus on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like 5
Super
pages.
fast.
It was like
Yeah.
5 pages, but it was flipping through so fast you almost had to stand there and wait. 3-4 times to see each page. Multiple times. I was like, it needs to go a little bit slower. But
Listen, I'm gonna ask you a question, and it's gonna take you a while to figure out. But what was your favorite moment when we went on vacation?
in Michigan,
Yeah. Mine is when you slept till 12:30.
yeah,
Why was that a favorite moment?
Because
I'm
he
not
never
ever
sleeps that
slept
late.
that late.
Like I literally woke, and he had we turned it to like 65 in the air conditioner, and we pull the blackout curtains, and I woke up and I was like, I looked at it and I was like, I thought he was dead. I looked at my phone, and it was 12:30. I'm like, oh fuck, Tom's dead.
That was probably the start of COVID. Probably.
Yeah, because I was like,
But it was dead to the world. I was like, oh shit, it's 12:30. It looks still like it's dark time.
in 25 years, he's never slept that late.
Even if I go to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, I've never slept that late. No, I've never slept till 12.
Yeah, when you get it, you could be tired.
Yeah. So, but then the last 2 nights we were there, I didn't sleep hardly at all. Worth a lick. Well, yes.
Great. Yeah.
Dead better than Monday night.
I've never slept so good.
As when you were up there, was it the bed? The bed, you had a really good bed, or was it just?
I don't know. It's just like.
Oh wait. Well, wait a minute. You
up.
guys stopped in at the little Michigan shop, right?
Do I?
You stopped in at the little Michigan shop up there. Got a few things. That might be why you slept a little bit better. I'm just saying.
No, it wasn't.
I'm no Columbo here, but if you had a few of that, you might have been a little bit more relaxed, and you might have slept a little better.
We know what you speak of, right?
I know, right? So I'm just saying that might have been the missing ingredient.
The punch that night was probably pretty good.
Yeah.
The punch.
I said to say Chicago, maybe Jacksonville, the best beer. I've been to Jacksonville. Not impressed by Jacksonville at all. It's been years since I've been to Jacksonville, but I don't even see them being a top beer city in
I've got an
a
aunt
lot
and
of
uncle
ways.
down there too, and I've never been.
But
Is that in Florida?
Yeah.
yeah,
Right on the beach, right on the ocean,
Oh,
basically.
thank you.
but it's been a while since I've been down there. But Chicago, Cincinnati, San Diego, New York, Asheville, Seattle,
What's your favorite?
Portland. Those are kind of going to be like the key areas. Texas has some spots down there. I think what else? I wouldn't put Atlanta up. Atlanta's trying to do some different things. I wouldn't put them up into it. Obviously, you'd have Massachusetts, you'd have Connecticut, you'd have up in that area, that whole New England type area, because they've always got great beers out of that region.
So, Rod, of all the places you visited, where would you want to move to?
Of all the places I visited, like,
Yes. Oh my God, man.
what do you mean, man? I've been to a lot of places. I've been to like,
Damn, I had to think about
a
it.
lot of areas. Yeah.
No, you don't know where. Do you know?
Of all the places I've been,
Yeah.
where I would actually want to go and live in,
Yeah.
probably San Diego.
Okay. Rod?
If I had to choose a place and I didn't have to worry about like money or whatever, probably like Dominican Republic.
But if you're talking like,
You're making it too complicated.
no, I'm saying climate wise, and it wasn't like felt so much like a third world country when you walked out, it'd probably be Jamaica. But I'm sure there's other parts of Jamaica that's not
See, I would want to move to Clinton, Tennessee.
quite that bad.
Clinton, Tennessee.
Only what if they didn't live there?
No, it's just beautiful when you go down there. It's close to Gatlinburg. It's close to it's the center of everything, and it's just fucking beautiful.
That's what we were saying about San Diego before
Yeah.
he was.
Well, I've never been to San Diego.
Well, no, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I picked that was that same reason, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was saying if it was somewhere in the States, it'd probably be New Orleans or Miami. I'd probably lean towards Miami.
Rod, let me tell you a story about Miami. When we were in Michigan, I came downstairs. I think it was the first day when we were out with Eric, and then my daughter was like, "We're at the pool," and I went down there, and her and her friend were sitting in the hot tub with these two guys, and one was 14 and the other one was 20, and he goes to Miami University. And he was Asian, and he had he's like, he was like, I have this problem with like, I don't feel like I'm that great because I have to compete with all these fucking white boys. And I'm like, dude, being Asian makes you special. Like, why you want to be like everybody else? Like, that's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And then another thing he had is he bonged a beer and he pierced it with his teeth. And then he sucked it down so fast, I never seen something like that.
There's a little John Belushi house going on.
Yeah, I did one too. I was like, here. So I did an IPA.
Yeah, he was a frat boy, though, which I'm like, oh, dude.
Todd turns into Frank the Tank.
I did, yeah. I did get a Rajay deal when we was at the local Walmart there.
Oh, do tell. Oh, yeah, you did with the Black is Beautiful beer.
Yeah,
so.
I did see the picture there, didn't I? Yeah, I got it for like I think it was $7 for the 4-pack. I should have got more of them.
Yeah.
But they were only like 6%. But still, though, it's still good.
That was brewed by
Saga
Talk, yeah.
Yeah,
I've never seen any good beer in a Walmart before, but I know that it happens around the country in different spots.
We
Yeah,
never
I've heard-
made it to Saga Talk Brewery.
No, that's what we were saying. I know they had some in some locations at Walmart for the Black is Beautiful, but I saw that, I was like, damn it. On the price tag it said 9, so when we checked out and it was only like $7. I was like, well shit. It's a ride. They must have knew I was coming.
I love it.
You must see me on the show. You probably recognize it from that Rod and Todd beer. Yeah, gotta love the can art. Jacksonville is the #1 city for trailer parks. Yeah, that I don't doubt. I feel like I said I've been through Jacksonville.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a trailer park if you're happy being in a trailer park.
Until a tornado comes through.
Oh my God.
Then you're like, oh, why'd I get this trailer? Yeah.
You know what is it? It's like something that sucks the life out of you. Is that called an incubus? I think it's called an incubus.
Oh yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, like the incubus of life, emotional incubus is worrying about things that aren't actually your problems yet. It sucks all the joy out of you. Like you were like, okay, that sounds good until a fucking tornado comes, but
yeah, that's just stating the facts.
You're just worried about.
You can still be happy. It's just stating the facts. It's all good and go.
It's robbing you of your happiness.
I mean, I'm not going to be in a trailer, but if I had a trailer, I'd probably be happy, I guess, if I had to be in a trailer.
I'd be like, okay, oh, there's a fucking tornado coming. I've been here for 6 months. All right, we'll figure it out.
There's not much to figure out when a tornado comes in a trailer. You're just hoping it don't hit you.
Yes. In the moment. Let's not worry about problems that we don't even have.
You're angry tonight.
No, I'm just
right. Yeah. I thought she was doing gummies. Did you do a gummy yet? Are you relaxed?
But it takes like 6 years to kick in.
She'll be drunk passed out before that.
Yeah. She'll sleep good.
But I feel like doing, that's what I'll do.
She'll sleep good. Jacksonville, then. Stranger Things. I like Stranger Things. I just haven't watched this season now. I just don't have time to get all these shows in.
I think I watched maybe part of the second season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Like I watched the first, but
we watched
the first for sure.
No, we watched.
Yeah, no trolling.
Halfway through season 3.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, I don't remember.
Whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh man, then.
Oh no, was it? No, maybe it wasn't Perry. Maybe it was Oddside. It was Oddside.
Outside Else?
Yeah.
But Perry was up there.
That was one of the.
Wasn't Perry.
So many things on my list, and we.
Outside would have been a cool one to get
Outside
to.
was one I was thinking of, not Perry.
Yeah.
But I did get some.
And that's the other spot. Like Michigan too would be another spot for beers.
Yeah, and that's in Grand Haven, which is not too far. But I did pick that up at the liquor store.
Ooh,
now I
very
couldn't
nice.
find the name of the brewery that I loved.
That looks pretty tasty.
Bean Flicker S'mores.
I love that. That's a fucking amazing name.
So Outside Ales makes some good stuff.
Like Bean Flicker.
And still
Interesting.
it says S'mores.
Yeah.
Big Daddy's sipping a Hop Butcher West Coast lager, shapes and maintains. I have not seen Hop Butcher do a lager, so that's interesting.
It says our original coffee blonde ale with the added flavor of our favorite fireside treat. It's only 4.5% alcohol though. That's okay.
Okay, so here's New Holland.
Yeah, Oddside. That was one I was thinking of. I knew there was one of them, but I was thinking Perrin for some reason. But
Was it that
it
one?
was Oddside.
The Curragh Irish Pub? Is that where we went?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, New Holland's right there, and it's right next door. I think that's where we went, which was my favorite place.
What was the place you said, Shannon?
So we went to New Holland, and then we walked out, and we went to the brewery next door, and that's where they had the Shira in the bathroom and the disco ball.
No, but it was an actual brewery. That Irish pub was across the street. Remember, that's when we walked out, and there was a bunch of people out there, and we went the other way.
Well, I haven't been in San Diego in years. I was going to say, I know right now the whole Modern Times, now they're going to be purchased by Maui Brewing, which is interesting. But I like Maui's beers. I like what I've had from Modern Times, so they should be a pretty good partnership.
I didn't even see that other one on there.
All year round with San Diego.
Unless it's after 9 p.m. Like, after it gets late, doesn't it get cold?
Yeah, it gets cold then, but during the day, you could wear your socks and Birkenstocks.
You had it written down.
I don't know. I can't. I mean, I've never done that, obviously, but I know some people have. But I just don't understand, why would you put Birkenstocks on and then put on socks? Like, what sandals or no socks? Why would you wear
Rod,
socks with them? It just makes no sense whatsoever. Of course, I've
but
never
you
been.
know what makes us special is that we all have different opinions.
Well, you know what? I look at those people like they're special. If you
They
wear
probably
socks with sandals, it's like the whole idea, the whole
I mean, I do
visor.
too.
I'm
I'm
like, why would I want a visor? Either I want a hat or I don't want a hat. I don't want the
but
hat with the top cut off of it.
coming into that though, like if you're a certain age, I feel like you're just gonna wear socks anyway. It doesn't matter. I think, right?
Socks and sandals. I've never been a fan. Even like the athletic guys where they put like the socks on with just the little Nike sandals. I'm like, either go sockless or put on some shoes. Like I don't.
Yeah, because I'm like, are your toes that fucked up that you don't want anybody to see them?
That might be the reason for the socks, Shannon. That
Yeah.
might be the reason. So
Yeah.
okay. So if your toes are fucked up, we'll let you wear the socks. Yeah, 'cause nobody wants to see that.
You get a
And
pass.
I'm like,
You get a
I am
pass.
so sorry that you feel like people are going to judge you because you have fucked up toes.
Sadly, some people do. So you're not wrong.
My toes are the least of my worries. My toes.
I think the movie Boomerang was all about finding a woman with
No,
the right toes.
Oh my God. We are on the same. I was just thinking about that because when we got back to our hotel room, we didn't have a lot to choose from, but we got to like HBO and it said Boomerang. And I was like, and it just started. I'm like, oh my God, Todd, this is like one of my most favorite movies back in the day. Yeah,
You gotta pull the
so
sheet
we
back and
watched
check the toes. Yeah.
Yes. And I was like, it'd been so long, but I just fucking love that movie.
It's a funny movie. It's a funny movie.
It's a funny and a very educational movie also.
What was it?
Boomerang. That's with Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens and Halle Berry. Yeah.
Was that on you? Watching?
You do have COVID, dude.
He must have had the gummies kicking.
No, that was no. That totally no. What was the one we watched with Jason Bateman? And...
I don't remember that one. I must have had COVID that night.
Jason Bateman and Tina Fey, and remember where they?
Oh yes, that's a good one too. That is such a good one. I'm gonna look it up, Rod. Continue.
I didn't think it was.
This is where it ends, I think, or something like
that. I didn't think it was a Boomerang we were watching.
No, we watched both of them.
I remember, but
Vanessa was last in San Diego 2000. Well, you were out there more recent than I was out there.
Hey Todd,
It's a pretty city.
I can remember now.
will you get me one more?
See Gilbert, Belgium, place for retirement. Love to open a beer cafe. Maybe we get together and invest together. We can do that.
In a
Gilbert.
tiny house community.
Sarah, this is your new favorite beer now.
Yes, this is my fuck Bud Light and Miller Light. This is where it's at.
You know, Blue Moon's owned by Miller.
I don't. That's in my past. I don't really care.
You just like Miller Lite, but I'm like, the same company still owns them too. But
Yeah, that's in my past. I don't worry about things in my past.
well, you like some of the whip beer type stuff. So
No, that is.
you like the orange flavor and everything with that, I'm sure.
You want to hear something really sweet? So.
It depends.
So, you know,
She asked a question, but it's like I don't really have a choice. I mean, yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead, Shannon.
He's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what to say.
You're all distracting me to make me forget my sweet story.
No. Well, where's the notebook? Where's the notebook? I'd always tell you bring the notebook.
No. Nobody gets my notebook. So what happened was tonight, like Todd had COVID and my bartender at Our Lady were like, did you tell him about how they wanted me to ordain their wedding? Did you know about that?
I did not know about that. I didn't know you had the power to ordain anything.
I don't, but I'm going to get it.
She doesn't yet. But anyway,
you can just get on the internet, right? Like 1999 or something.
So
yeah.
we can do one story or the other.
I'm going to do the ordained one because it's better.
And
I forgot what the other one was. Oh, no, I remember. But so what happened is, like, I became really good friends. And I remember before when we went to Our Lady before and Nicole's first day, I'm like, oh, my God, like, she's such a shit show. Like, but then I didn't just shut her off. I'm like, all right. So I got to know her. And over these, 2 years, I go there and I talk to her and we've become really good friends. And she's had a couple of boyfriends. And they were fucktards. And then she met this guy now, and he asked her to marry him. And he's great. I love Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. So, when our air conditioning went out, he works on air conditioning. They came to our house at 10 o'clock at night and fixed our air conditioning.
I remember, I think Todd told me that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so today I was like, because they're getting ready to go on vacation. And I'm like, I need to see you, Nicole. But, Todd has COVID. So I was like, take me. And I don't ever do that, but so I went there tonight but she asked me to ordain their wedding.
Cool.
Me.
So they're just gonna have a little small backyard wedding, and that's what.
Shannon's gonna be a minister, y'all. I mean,
yeah. So we can do some online services, right here on the show.
No.
I'm starting to really worry about the end of the world at this point.
The power invested in me.
No, but I got online.
The world's coming to an end.
But I got online and I was like, how do you get ordained? And then they had like all these special churches and got to be pastor this. But then I found a church that I'm like, okay, I could be a part of that church. That's where I'm going to get ordained. Yes.
You have to go to it or something?
No, you just
fill out your survey.
Yeah, it's probably a scam. It probably nobody
Reverend
is there
Shannon.
anything. But then I'm like, oh my God, I could do this all the time. I'd be like, that'll be my new bar trick. When we go out, I could be like, y'all like each other.
Well, at least Todd, now you'll get holy water for free at home. So
this will be your thing now. She'll be like, what's your sign? What's your sign? You guys want to get married? I can do it right here if you want to.
No.
Psychic and reverend.
I don't believe in marriage. So this is what I can do. I'm like, y'all love each other? And she's like, yes, I want to marry him so bad. And I'll be like, all right, I'm going to take care of you. And then they were never married in the first place because they didn't sign the documents.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't that be?
It only matters in your head.
Well, here's the thing. Well, if Shannon becomes ordained and becomes a reverend, we can start filtering stuff through her as a church and get tax write-offs.
Yes.
I like where you're going.
If then we don't pay taxes, we can give the money we made not paying taxes to help people that need help.
Well, I wasn't really going to do that, but
I don't think it's where we're going.
Well, then you get ordained, Ron. You get ordained.
That's where it was going to go, but
yeah. Yeah, I was going to put it in a brown paper bag. Gilbert said cheers to Vanessa a little bit ago. Yes, you can buy kegs, Keg and Dragon's Milk down in Brooklyn. Vanessa has researched about getting a keg, so she is on it. Cheers. Patio will have a little cake keys soon enough. Vanessa has like everything on her patio that you could ever actually want. Like if I was a homeless person, I would just like sleep in Vanessa's backyard if I could. Like
when we were in the car, me and Eric and Todd, we were talking about like Vanessa would be the cult leader. And I'm like, no, Vanessa would be telling the cult leader what to do. Did I not say that? I'm like, Vanessa doesn't want to.
So I would kind of be the leader.
Yeah. She's the leader.
Behind the scenes.
Yes, exactly.
I don't see anybody letting anybody boss Vanessa around, so I think she would just be the leader. Yeah.
No, but she doesn't.
She'd be telling her what to tell everybody else to do.
Yeah, because she's like, listen, I already have the brains. I don't have to be like, you're a weak person, so I'm just gonna just convey my message, and I don't have to do all the glitter and everything.
Yeah. Cellar full of cognac cask, Ace Chimay. Oh, that's very nice, Gilbert. I need to get some Chimay. New Holland also has a brew house release called Whole Reamer Double Stout, which is nutty and chocolate double Bach. Ooh, I would get down with that for sure. I do like a good Bach.
They had a lot of shit there going on, that's for sure.
He into retired DA doctor left early AM passing day. That just like 2 hours. So wow. I can't imagine being able not to sleep like that, though.
Some people are built that way, though.
Well, I don't think Vanessa does it by choice, though. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah.
Todd used to sleep when we were young, he'd sleep 3-4 hours, and he'd be fine.
I still do that now.
And I'm like,
John Barleycorn.
No,
yeah. I remember seeing stuff like like Brian Gumble, like sleeps 4 hours a night or whatever like that. Everything still. It's like you can get by and do. I mean, I think you just train your body. Your body will get used to it.
Because that's when I work, I might sleep 4 hours, and then the day I'm off, I'll sleep 12.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think still for me on a good night of sleep is 6 hours, maybe 7 if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Usually you wake
10
up
to 5.
5 a.m.
I'm glad you have that wide range there for you.
We'll move to Chi-Town to drink Dovetail Coast all day. Yeah, Dovetail's got some good beers. I'm surprised like Dave's not here from Beer in Front, but Big Daddy, he's there in Chicago. But Dovetail puts out some nice beers for sure.
One of my dogs just yelped.
He's like, don't go there.
Just trying to look.
There's some nice spots in Tennessee.
Yeah, I like going to like Knoxville. I ain't been to Nashville for the beer scene, but Knoxville, Tennessee is good for beer.
Yeah. See, Colorado's way up for beers in Vermont. Yeah, I mean, Colorado is one of the things there too. Obviously, that's why they have the Great American Beer Fest there too every year, which that'll be coming back for this one after, I guess the last one was
2 years ago, I think.
Was it 2020? Did they have it 2020? Or did they cancel?
Oh no, it was probably in 2019.
I think 2019. I think was the last one.
Because 2020 is when COVID actually started.
20 and 21. No, I think they did have a 2020, but because it was like the first time in 2 years.
Okay.
So I think it is. So, which eventually that is on my to-do list to actually do.
Coming up here shortly, though, isn't it? Before long.
Yeah, it comes up October, either first or second week of October.
That would be fun.
Yeah, broke the bot. Vermont has some taste. Yeah, Vermont is up there. Russian boss galore. Even out of the West, their fortunes for trying to use these men made a solemn vow. John Barleycorn must die. Talking about John Barleycorn drinking a Wellington Space Pale Ale. I heard that one. Socks and sandals. Yeah, I mean, I never got that. Like when I see people like the socks and the sandals, 'cause obviously you're not going to the beach because you wouldn't want the socks on the sandals and kicking around all the sand and stuff. But I don't know. It used to be like a whole Birkenstock, like San Francisco type thing. But then you see in other parts of the country.
It'd be kind of like socks and Crocs.
Yeah. I'm also not big on people going to the store in their pajamas. So I don't know where people got so lazy, like they don't want to change their clothes. But you see like grown ass people walking around Walmart with fucking pajamas on. Like, really, dude? Like you couldn't throw in some jeans, you couldn't throw in some khakis, some shorts. You just gonna come out here in your Snoopy pajamas.
There's like,
know?
Whatever. It is what it is.
Wear my sandals in the snowstorm. I don't doubt that, Vanessa. Oh, toes are curly. Yeah. You got to watch the toes. Toes can cut somebody. So, service-connected medical issue with feet and toes. Ooh. Ontario, great for beers, but it's so big you have to pick a region. Quebec is outstanding as well. Well, you know, in Fanny, Quebec, after getting that brasserie Dunham, so hopefully I can find some more of that beer. That is pretty solid. What's up, great people? Trez in the house. What up, Trez? Crack it open for me. Work. Yeah, Trez at work again. Cheers to you, my friend.
Always at work.
Always getting it done. Let's see. Solid pour. Got the Rona 10 times in 8 weeks, and the damn thing tastes like damn thing lasts like 6 hours. How do you got that much yogurt, right?
10 times in 8 weeks.
So beer I'm actually drinking right
Canada,
now.
and he claimed that shit, and they won't fire him for it.
What's up, Trez from Malt? Rajay, have you ever had fantasy? I've not had Fantasy Factory. I did pick up some more rum yesterday though, because I want to make some more mojitos the next couple nights. I think I still got some mojito stuff here. That's one of my drinks, especially when I'm in Miami. It's a nice mojito. Oh yeah, out on the beach. Got that mint, that sour feel going through. Yeah, mojito.
I don't feel like I'd fit in Miami.
Thinking 15, 20 years. Well, hit me up, bro. I'll be ready to go. Faster Shannon, amazing. She could pull off being a lesbian pastor. I don't know where that came from.
I'm okay
but
with
if it brings in bringing the dollars, you know.
I mean, I do have to tell when I get friendly with the women, I'm like my husband, and I'm not trying to swing or you're beautiful, and you could totally get laid, but not by me.
Beer and seafood cafe. I like what you're thinking, Gilbert.
There you go.
Can we make it like a church and then we can write it off through Shannon?
Yeah.
Only go to pastors with snakes. Oh,
yeah, but y'all won't get any fucking feedback from it because I'm going to help the people that can't help themselves.
Well, you can have your daily sermon and be like, okay, you got your beers, you got your seafood. Here's what I got to say.
But we know Shannon's not going to be doing the book, so we can easily just take something from the top and she won't even know.
I mean, that's fair. Totally fair.
She'd be like, what is that? How many is that? Oh, a case? Okay, that's fine. No, it doesn't matter. I got it.
I pass the collection plate around. And I'm like, don't give it unless you can. And nobody would give, and then it'd get to you guys, and it'd be like, they give us $3,000.
It would be the poorest cult ever imaginable. In the
it would be a very poor cult
in the history of cultism.
Yeah, it would be.
Like, no, you look like you need it more. I would take your money.
Yeah, she'd be giving change back and shit.
The next time, I'd be going, I really can't afford it either, but
yeah.
It's okay.
I would be like, I started this.
Go tell all your friends.
We couldn't have her commercials like Joel Osteen. She'd feel too guilty being like Joel Osteen out there.
Yeah.
No, I would not be like Joel Osteen. I would take in all the homeless people. And secondly, I would never build a big fucking extravagant.
We'd have to edit and re-edit that video so many times.
Yeah, that's too much work.
Oh, Gilbert's only go to pastors with snakes. So you're Pentecostal?
Yeah, I'm not that kind of pastor. I'm not going to do that for you.
Run down
one year ago, the beer scene is unreal. Yeah, I know you really enjoyed the beer scene there too, Eric. And Chicago's got a good beer scene, definitely. And now that I'm more east of where it was, well, we went up there, definitely found some good spots and some good beer to actually enjoy.
But is it good if you could have it all the time, or is it only good because you go somewhere and you get a beer that you can't get where you're at home?
No, it'd still be good all the time. I mean, it's good. If it's good, it's good.
Right.
How Butcher Pipe Works and Phase 3 are my jams. Right. Look at you. He's a whiskey guy. He's a whiskey guy coming into the dark side.
But yet he's here with us beer people.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Malt. I'm old. I can see very well.
Popped Wellington Layback IPA with guava and coconut. Now we might have a beer patrol site in if you say coconut.
Yeah.
It's like Bloody Mary. Say that 13 times in the mirror and Joe shows up.
13?
Is that Joe?
Isn't it 13 from Bloody Mary?
Yeah. Did you say 13 times?
You say Bloody Mary 13 times in a dark window. Is that what you did?
Who can get to fucking 13 is what I want to know.
I thought it was only 3 times.
No, it was like 13. It was like, or 12. It was something like double digits. Like
that's too many.
Maybe
you guys never did that in high school, like the parties and stuff. Like you go in the bathroom and you turn the lights off. You're supposed to say it in the mirror like certain times, and when you turn the light on, Bloody Mary would be there.
Yeah, but I thought it was only 3.
But can you, if you got 5 friends, can you all say it a couple times and then you pass it on to the next one? And
I think you got to all say it all together if you're gonna do friends. Like it has to be all the times.
You got it all figured out, Rod.
But no, I mean. I never did this shit because I'm like, no, I'm not messing with that. It's like,
you scared to get that last one?
That's one of those things. Like,
you never know.
That's one of those things you're like, I'm just going to leave that alone because I don't know if it'll happen. I don't really believe in ghosts, but then again, I'm not trying to see if any pop up here.
Yeah, until something falls off of a shelf because there's a muskrat behind it.
Right then's where you should cue the music.
Which I'm looking for. I'm still looking forward to seeing. I don't know if I want to go to the movies and see it or wait for it to come out, but I want to see the new movie that Peele is doing.
Oh yeah, Hope or no? What's it called?
No, it's called Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. I do want to see that one.
One that did the what's that one movie?
He did Get Out and he did Us.
Get Out. And then the second one, I was like,
Us.
I enjoyed Get Out so much. I was like, I want to see the next one. And then
you never did watch it all.
No, but I kind of think Rod told me it's not that good.
No, Get Out wasn't as much to me, but Us I liked. I liked Us. Get Out was just too like, nah.
It was too
as a black man, we ain't doing that. Like there'd be too many signs. There were too many signs. We'd be like his friend,
I was like, this would never happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's still a good story.
No. But it has something clever.
Movie, but...
You might want to get your bleep button ready, but you were like, a black man would ever do that, but it's the power of the pussy.
No, there's still some stuff like nope. And that's why this new movie's called Nope, because that's common for us to say, like nope.
No,
I love that. I love that as a male. You don't.
I would like his friend. Like that's the whole important point of him having the friend he had, because there's like 10% of black people might have went that way. 90% would have been like, "What are you doing? Are you crazy?" Blah blah. And that's what his friend was kind of symbolizing. So definitely in the friend span camp along those lines. Like, luckily his friend came and got him. So.
No, but it's like when there's a disaster.
No, we were talking about that.
When something bad happens, the white people go towards it and the black people go away.
Yeah, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
like, look at that tornado. Like, God, we're like getting close. Oh, look how, it's scary, blow me away, but look how cool it is.
Oh my God.
There's a difference. It's like if somebody starts running, we just run. We don't have to ask questions.
Oh,
We're like, what are you guys running for? Like, what's going on? And you're like,
it's hilarious, yet it's smart.
There's a thing on TikTok where they'd be like, oh, just take off running. They'd be like, everybody just take off running. They didn't know what they were running from. It was nothing. They'd be like, what are we running for? And we're like, oh, just messing with you.
Yeah. You watch some of those prank type videos where somebody comes running by, black people just start running with them, and
everybody
people
starts running
stand around looking.
It's like they take it on for so long. They like run out of a door, and the people on the bench run. And then they keep running, and then the people that are walking, they start, like, everybody starts running. And all the white people are like, what's going on? I'm super nosy.
Why do you think that is, though? Is it just like maybe the upbringing, or like there's no one that teaches us. There's no one that teaches us as a kid to run when somebody starts running. So we know it instinctively to do that, and then. Doesn't everybody do that? Like,
That's a good question.
I'm so glad you said that, because I just came up with a theory about that in my head. I'm like, why did black people do that and white people do that? Like, because the fucking black people have been here longer than us and they fucking learn their lessons.
we
trying to teach us, but we won't listen.
Well, we haven't been here longer, I don't think, but Native Americans have definitely been here longer, and they start running.
Everybody's from. Yeah, I'm going to start talking and I'm not going to make any sense. And like,
but it's just like, it's funny how it just happens. It's just like,
I know.
Is it just instinct? Like,
I'm not the typical white guy because I'm going to run too. I'm like,
I know you're going to run.
Whatever you tell me later. I'm going to make sure I'm safe first.
I mean, yeah.
It's just.
I'm like, I ain't got to be the fastest guy, but I ain't got to be the slowest guy in the group.
Right. Like, you don't got to be the gazelle to beat the lion. You got to beat the gazelle to beat the other gazelle.
That's right. Exactly right. You ain't got to be the fastest group, but I ain't got to be the slowest in the group either. So I got to be faster,
and I'll be like,
faster than the slowest person.
And best believe I will trip a son of a bitch too if I got these to get away.
Oops.
No, I would divorce you if you did that. You know that, right? I would divorce you.
If it was life or death.
You got throwing down, so
yeah,
might not.
That's fair. That's fair.
You probably would be the slowest one.
Oh, I would definitely be the slowest one. I would definitely be the slowest one.
Well, Walmart's always an adventure.
I know you would die. I know.
If there was somebody else that was slower, then I'd be like, damn, what's wrong with you? You ain't got no athletic bone in your body, do you?
But then I would be like, oh, you're down. I'm going to help you. And then you'd be like, what the fuck do I do now? Like, I'm out.
Then you both would be gone and be like, sorry.
That's fair. That's fair.
Maple cash rum. Ooh, that sounds tasty.
Come on, buddy. We need to go out or
Go pee pee, Blake.
I don't think he does.
We literally have 3 dogs, and the only one anybody hears is the little.
It's the smallest
the
one
little
of them
generic
all.
dog.
It's always the smallest ones, like Napoleon complex.
It is.
No. So my soulmate died. Her name was Lola Bear.
Sure,
Right?
Churches
She
have
was my
payback
soulmate.
for all. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got Blake and
European churches. Yeah, that goes way back. Yeah.
Churches have payback
For all wars.
Yeah. Churches are just full of people just as shitty as anybody else.
But they get tax breaks, so.
Oh, the politicians do too, I'm sure.
Oh, no doubt. Drink 13 Bloody Marys. Well, 13 Bloody Marys might have you seeing some stuff too, depending what the potency of the Bloody Marys are. And not all Bloody Marys are definitely equal. I've seen some crazy Bloody Marys over the years.
They are
where
not.
it's just like some will have like the olives on there, but then some will have like fat ass shrimp and bacon and all kinds of stuff off of it. Yeah.
I'm like, I ordered a drink, not a meal.
And some places have bottomless Bloody Marys.
That
And
sounds
bottomless mimosas.
Oh, bottomless. Oh.
And you can just sit there like the whole Sunday morning just drinking away.
Yeah.
Although that's probably not as good for you just because of all the sugar like in orange juice to do the mimosas.
Diabetes.
I'd be like,
Oh,
dude.
I thought we were still talking about Bloody Marys.
Well, they're Bloody Marys. I mean, I guess Bloody Marys might not be as bad because there's tomato juice, right? So I'm going to count that as a vegetable. That's a vegetable drink.
Yeah.
But it tastes good. It tastes really good.
I've had 13 Bloody Marys, but I got my vegetables in for the week.
V8. V8 in.
I was never a fan of V8 growing up. Never like.
I'm not a fan of tomato juice.
You know, one of the worst things that we ever had to take as kids growing up, I don't know if you guys had to take it or whatever, but back in the day, when you were a little kid growing up, if you were constipated, like the parents would always be like giving you prune juice.
Prune juice.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny you said that.
That was the worst ass thing ever. And it's like, no, I'll work it out. You know, you're like, I don't want to. It was like, take the prune. Like, and for me, it's like I would hold my nose taking the prune juice. It was just like, oh, but it would do what it's supposed to do. But it was just like, man.
You brought up constipation, so I have 2 memories of when my daughter was born, and they were like, give her milk of magnesia. So I had her. We had built this house and had.
I thought that was for old people though.
Almost white carpet, but I bought strawberry milk of magnesia. So I went to go shake it, and it just fucking went everywhere. I mean, I did something like that the other day too. No. But the prune juice.
Was it milk of magnesia or Pepto-Bismol?
No, it was milk of magnesia, but it was like.
And that's pink as well? I thought that was white. Okay.
But it was cherry mint flavor.
Oh.
And this was like in 2005.
Trying to trick the kid. I got you.
Yeah. But then the other thing was, we were talking about the prune juice, and I was like, I would give her Gerber prune apple juice, and I'd be like, you're going to drink this, and you're going to be able to run so fast. So she'd drink it, and then she'd run real fast around the house. And the other thing, how I got her to drink water, I'm like, Kylie, this is going to make your eyes sparkle. So, and she fucking bought it. She bought both of them.
Kylie's going to watch this and be like, Ricky
no,
Bobby, I live my life by that thing. And you tell me it wasn't real.
No, I've already told her.
She mostly wants to drink water most of the time anyway.
Yeah, because we never really had pop or soda or whatever in our house.
Sprite.
Yeah, like.
Don't smell it. Oh, shit. Let me see here.
He's skipping through some bad shit, I think.
Ignorance. No, it was like kind of getting some stuff. I think really Keen was wearing people down on stuff too. So I think he's trying to be funny, but he wasn't as funny.
Arguing
So
instead of the joy that you want to portray.
So my moderators, Vanessa, and they bring the real strength. So it's kind of like they shut shit down if shit gets too crazy. So
they already kicked somebody out, didn't they?
Yeah. There's enough of that idiot. I mean, it's all supposed to be fun and just chill. So
Right. Thank you for you guys for
doing that. We don't have to get upset about it, but I'm sorry you guys have to get upset about it.
Take control and keep it.
Oh, so I'm looking better every day. Yeah. It's funny because we all know like Redbeard. So he had posted on Facebook on this thing or whatever about something that happened up in Canada or whatever. And I was just like, oh, it looks like the fumes are getting back up to the apartment again. It was some stupid thing that an American would do in Canada. Yeah, it's an American idiot in Canada basically that did something. I was like, oh yeah, you guys are getting the fumes again.
Canada gets the fumes. Yeah. Isn't that the fucking truth?
Canada's always like all the nice people. They're in Canada. And then Canadians are still stupid shit. Like, what the hell? We're polluting another country now.
It's a spillover.
What did they say? Something about shit rises to the top, or talking about like management, like
cream rises to the top.
The bad shit starts in the beginning, but it rises to the top.
We're like exporting it out now. Bloody Mary made with lots of horseradish. Spice kick. Yeah.
Love horseradish.
I was never really a big fan of Bloody Mary when I was younger, and then as I got older, I could have one here or there or whatever. I was never a big fan of tomato juice, but
me either.
I did like the Clamato or whatever one time, the Chelada and stuff. Well, this isn't bad, and I started getting into Bloody Mary a little bit. So
maybe I should revisit it too myself once.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, for like a Sunday.
You know how over the years
I like tomato soup, but. So I might
I like tomato soup too. Yeah, but for a Sunday brunch, it's not a bad drink to have.
Right.
But I got a great idea. Next time you go, you're like, I'd like to try Bloody Mary. I'm like, I already know I like Bloody Mary, so like Shannon, order a Bloody, and then you can taste it, and if you like it, then you can order one.
Or I could just drink yours.
Then order another one. It's a solution to every problem.
She's a problem solver.
No, he used to go play in these scrambles all the time. My uncle would go play, and he'd show up with used to do Bloody Marys, but then he'd show up with just screwdrivers in the morning.
Which uncle?
Uncle Frank. Yeah, he'd just show up with like a big, because he knew wasn't much of tomato juice drinkers.
Yeah,
so he could just bring the orange juice instead. It's like, okay, we could get out of this at 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, but do you remember though? Like our first, so we started dating in July, and then. So July 12th to January 1st. How many months is that?
July to January?
Yeah.
Like 5 months.
Yeah.
So we've been dating 5 months. It was New Year's Eve, and we went to his friends, softball friends. And so we got there, and I was drinking fucking screwdrivers.
When?
Mm-hmm.
When we went to Ben and Andrews, and I.
For New Year's Eve. I thought you said softball.
No. Well, you knew them because of softball.
I thought
Yeah, but so on our first New Year's Eve, I was fucking vomiting like at 8 o'clock. And then, so I was just like so embarrassed, and I slinked off to the back.
That was amaretto sours then.
No, it was screwdrivers.
Oh, it was screwdrivers?
Have 2 important drinks in it was screwdrivers and rattlesnakes.
You don't like screwdrivers now?
No, I can't do it because I was so embarrassed because I was trying to impress Todd.
Oh, did he hold your hair? Did he hold your hair? Did he hold your hair back when you vomited?
What'd you say?
Did he hold your hair back when you were vomiting?
He did. He did. He came in. And
I have like, for many of years, Rod. Many years.
He did, and then he was like, "Listen."
Now I know no more. I'm just like, "Here's your pillow."
Yeah.
Make sure you're still breathing. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Tell the porcelain goddess said hello.
No, but one of the things,
I will say I don't sleep very good at night when she does that because then I get up. Oh, she hasn't done it for a long time.
I maybe do it like twice a year now.
I mean, it's been a long time.
You gotta check on her.
I do. I get up like just. All right, leave me alone. I'm like, okay, I'm going back to bed.
Well, that last time is when Last time we went out and I fucking got rug burn on my forehead and my nose and my chin. Did I tell you this story?
I thought it was just supposed to be on the knees. I don't know how you got it.
No, it was like on that.
I wasn't even involved in this one. I was laying in bed.
Yeah, and I don't remember it, but
Next thing you know, I heard a thump. I was like, "Are you okay?"
No, you said, "What are you doing?"
She was like, "Crawl." I was like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Oh my
And then
God."
my sweet Blakey boy, we have this like the toilet's kind of like in the closet, so I went in there and I'm like, I'm gonna get sick. And then Blakey boy was in there, and Todd came in to check on me, and Blake was gonna attack Todd.
That's our little dog.
Yeah,
is very protective of her.
Yeah.
But then I woke up the next morning. I'm like, what the fuck happened to my face?
I said, "Do you don't remember falling?" She's like, "No." She had like a burn mark on her forehead, a little bit on her nose, and it was like, yeah.
Did she like fall, like slide?
I guess apparently.
Yeah, and my neck was fucked up for like 2 weeks later too.
Jeez.
Honestly, have no idea how I've not been arrested for like abuse.
Yeah, because I always have bruises all over.
She always has bruises all over the place. I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "I don't fucking know."
I don't remember.
I had somebody come knock on the door thinking I was like manhandled at some point.
Did I tell them the story about the hand sanitizer and the bullet?
Oh, I like tomato soup with grated cheese on top. You're right for that. So I like putting cheese on my tomato soup.
Yeah.
Tomato soup and a grilled cheese is like chili and a peanut butter sandwich.
You say chili and a peanut butter sandwich?
Mm.
Who eats chili and a peanut butter sandwich?
I to a man that only had a fried bologna sandwich once in his life.
She only says that because that's what they used to serve at school.
Yes.
Chili and a peanut butter sandwich.
So you make it just a peanut butter sandwich, which I think is kind of boring.
But it was.
You should have jelly on it, but it's got to be a real soft bread. And then you have your chili, and you cut your sandwich, which was Todd taught me because he's fancy, but not so fancy because he just cuts it in the middle and not.
I'm not as bougie as Rod is because I've had fried bologna before him.
No, but anyway, when you have the peanut butter sandwich, and it's like, oh, this peanut butter sandwich is good, and this chili's good. Which one should I eat first?
Do you cut the crust off the peanut butter sandwich?
No, you don't. God, right.
I'm just asking.
It wasn't normal peanut butter. It had like cinnamon or something in it. And it was a spice. It was a spice. If my mom was on here, she would be able to tell us because she was manager of the cafeteria. She would know what kind of peanut butter it was.
I've never heard a peanut butter sandwich going with chili. That's the first for me.
That's the best thing about it. You would never think that would go together, but you got to dip it in the chili.
You dip it in the chili? Oh my God! I've never. Have you done this, Todd?
I have. I grew up in school the way I used to do that all the time in school.
But I don't think I ever. Maybe I did. But it's like I like a crisp. Like I like a sandwich, and I don't want it to be soggy.
That was never on our school menu.
But I'm saying their peanut butter wasn't just like Jif out of the jar. It had some spice in it that made it. It was good though.
I mean, we had like.
Your importance is on the peanut butter, and mine is on the chili.
No, it was all good. But I'm just saying the peanut butter that might have made the difference.
But it could have been better.
No, I'm saying the peanut butter difference might have been why it was different. Because it wasn't just the normal peanut butter.
Different, not better.
Yeah.
I forgot to do the polls tonight. I did a poll. Have you ever done peanut butter sandwich and chili? Yeah, that's something I've never seen before. I mean, we had the square pizza. Like, people love those, especially on Fridays. And you have, like...
Say, I'm not telling you. It's only for me.
Fish sticks were pretty popular, you know.
Oh, did you say the pizza?
Like the square pizza we would have. That was pretty popular. I've never seen anything like that. The hamburger, the hot dogs, but never seen.
You never had the chili and the peanut butter.
Never had the chili and the peanut butter. Grilled cheese, tomato. Yeah, you have that sometimes, but yeah.
No, I should send them some.
I'm gonna message my mom and ask her what kind of peanut butter did you all serve? I'm gonna ask her if they served peanut butter with.
As even Trez says, I want to try the chili and peanut butter. I can eat just about anything. Like I was gonna Trez never had it either. I don't think so. I'm like. I don't know where this menu came from. Is it an Indiana menu or something?
I think you are totally making it up. But...
The peanut butter and chili is what we're talking about.
Okay.
We've never had it.
It don't matter. If it doesn't matter if it's made up, we enjoyed it at the time. So
No, they have never had it. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying I feel like we are making this stuff.
well, we have our validation. If they don't have theirs, that's okay.
She's always trying to find some middle ground.
It should be on. It should be on.
I'm the worst person to ever argue with. I just don't argue.
Vertical.
I'm gonna ask my mom if they still serve peanut butter sandwiches.
Oh, nice, Vanessa. Vanessa, she has a vertical pellet smoker now, so they've been smoking up a lot of food. Love a good chowder, fish stew, or bouillabaisse. Yeah. Here in the one restaurant we have down here, one of the seafood places, they do like a 50-50 of like clam chowder and like cream of clam or something like that and everything. And people really seem like that. I do like the chowder soups. Crash line, this dude calls bruises, right? Yeah. Diagonal cut sandwiches. Are you a diagonal person? I usually go down just a half. I just cut it right down the middle. But diagonal, I'm not being fancy in a restaurant, like trying to set it up a certain way. So I never really do the diagonal type thing. But I like a roll too. Like I like a nice Kaiser roll, like a tuna sandwich, put on a Kaiser with some fresh onion or something.
See, I always like eating like cold cuts just on like a bun, like a hamburger bun.
Yeah, like a hamburger bun.
Yeah. That's me too. Now, even now, like I'll buy like the what's the hang on, what kind of bun? Brioche buns.
Oh,
like brioche bun.
Now who's bougie? Now who's bougie? Who's bougie now?
But
is that bun brioche? Because if it's not brioche, I would not be having it.
But I eat those with my fried bologna too, though. So
man, that's gonna be a sight to see.
Just saying.
He'll have the fried bologna on brioche.
I'd like raise my hand and look around to see if that's the only one over here. Yeah, I was over here.
Oh man, the waiter looking like, yeah, that's how I get down. Fried bologna and brioche. You don't know about that, son.
See, now everybody's wondering, like, oh, maybe I'm missing out on something here.
Brioche is good, although I'm a fan of the Hawaiian buns, so too. That sweetness from the Hawaiian bread they use. Those work well. That's the next pour. Oh, look at that, baby. No nitro action. That's the hot cocoa from Southern Tier.
Oh, yeah.
So I still work through those there. Yeah, baby. Can't go wrong with Southern Tier.
So my
mom stuff out of New York.
They used to serve the peanut butter sandwiches with chili until they went to a 4 entree to choose from type lunch.
Was that from like an Indiana type thing? I wonder. Like I've never.
I don't know. I
don't know.
I'm not sure. But she said they did until they had like 4 options to choose from. Then they stopped doing the peanut butter with the chili.
Now Vanessa says I will try the peanut butter sandwich with the chili because she hasn't had it either. The old pizza burger mix from school was the best. Yeah. Ever tried peanut butter jelly sandwich made with hot pepper jelly? There's an idea I would definitely try. Passed away. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, what's up, Mick? I saw that earlier. Yeah, 73 years old. She passed away today. Yeah.
I did see that
they
too.
found her like in her hotel room or something, I believe. Vanessa, Monte Cristo and a Reuben. I've always wanted to actually, I don't know if I've ever did a Monte Cristo. So there's certain sandwiches I've never done that I've come across over time that I'm like, I need to try that. Monte Cristo be a one. Hot pastrami be another one. I've never had a hot pastrami sandwich. There was another one that they would have corned beef. I've never done a corned beef sandwich. There's certain sandwiches I have not tried that I need to check out at some point. I made the Boston baked beans and smoker a few weeks ago. They came out. I bet they did. God, I love some Boston baked beans. Eat whole sweet onions like an apple. I know that's weird. Something about that sweetness. Oh, the damn onion. I love good fresh onion now, so I can't even I've never done it like to grab it and like bite into it.
I've heard people eat them like that before, though. But
Yeah.
I was no. Oh, sorry, Trez.
Eat one and then go to the wife and be like kisses.
Like an apple. Just like an onion, like an apple.
If that's what he likes, you should.
No, that's what I said. That's like good for you, but that's not for me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna give another beer.
Yeah, grilled Reuben. I've never done a Reuben sandwich. I need to do that at some point.
Just want a beer. You feel good?
No, it's not a good time.
Kaiser with Italian cold cuts, olive oil and vinegar. Kaiser is the bun in Toronto, son. Yeah, Kaiser is always a solid one to have as a bun. Although, if I'm going Italian cold cuts with oil and vinegar, then I'm going full hoagie mode. I'm getting a nice hoagie bun. Like you make a hoagie, you don't even need you don't. It's like someone said, "You want mayonnaise?" Like mayonnaise on it? Are you crazy, son? This is a hoagie. You don't put mayonnaise. No.
I know you, Rod. You want Miracle Whip.
I like Miracle Whip, but you don't put Miracle Whip or mayonnaise on an Italian hoagie. It's oil and vinegar.
Yeah, that's not Italian.
Yeah, just oil and vinegar. Give me the meats, the tomatoes, the onions, the oregano, the spices. All just let it sit in the bag for a little bit so the oil and vinegar really get into it. So when you pull it out, you got it on the paper, and you just go to work.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like, and I'm not a big fan of Italian, the red sauces, but give me a good Alfredo, and I'm there. But is that really Italian?
Alfredo? Yeah, fettuccine Alfredo's Italian. Yeah. But you went the real shit, not the Olive Garden, like knockoff shit. You went the real shit.
I fucking hate Olive Garden.
No,
nice Italian restaurant.
Alfredo the other couple weeks ago. It was just butter and Parmesan or Reggiano cheese.
You did the like authentic kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit of pasta water. No cream.
But that's the one thing being back in the East Coast, like I get really good Italian hoagies now, which is like we found a new place here. Not a new place to us, but it's a place they call Primo in Baltimore. And you get the real deal Italian hoagies. And it's just like, and you get like, usually you get like a 6-inch or you think a foot long or something, everything. These like the middle, it was like a 9-inch thing. And you're like, well, I'll get a 9-inch, but it's probably, I might be hungry and I'll get shit. This 9-inch, they load it with so much meat and everything. It's just like, that's how it's supposed to be. That's what I'm talking about, son.
That's like, I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm trying to identify with it. So it's like me and Todd, like, he likes pepperoni, sausage, mushroom. He likes a thin pizza. And I'm like, give it all to me. Give me all the toppings except for anchovies.
She wants it thick, Todd.
Yeah. No. So, but I could eat like 4 pieces of Todd's pizza and be full. Or I could eat 1 piece of my pizza and be full. Right. Yeah. It's like the sub spots here. It's like you get a 12-inch from Subway. And it's like mostly bread. But here, you got bread, but you got the meat like hanging over. Like, what you gonna do, son? What you gonna do? Because we're all here. Like, it's just like so tasty. You have Arby's up. You know what Arby's is, right? Do I know what Arby's is? Yeah, I know. So, but the other day I found out we have Roy Rogers in the area. You ever have a Roy Rogers?
I have not, but I've heard it.
Have you?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Jersey. We have Roy Rogers in Jersey. Is it like Checkers and Rallies? No. Roy Rogers is solid. Roy Rogers is like an upscale Arby's on some of their sandwiches, and their fried chicken is definitely better than KFC anything out there. It's got like some of the best fried chicken you can actually get too. And it's just it's in the East Coast mainly, but the other day we were driving and I was like, oh shit, there's a Roy Rogers here. I'm gonna have to come back. I haven't had Roy Rogers in a while. So, and actually in Ohio, they're gonna start getting like some, I don't know if they're getting them in Cincinnati, they're like 5 or 6 stores in Ohio. But I know Columbus, I think, was getting one, but Cincinnati might be getting one too. But yeah, you see a Roy Rogers, definitely worth. If you're in for fast food, definitely worth the stop. I feel like it's at Culver's though. Like I don't really. No.
I've heard of it.
Does it go fast?
No Culver's, no. This is Roy Rogers. Is Roy Rogers? It's just, you'd have to go. I can't even tell you how good it actually is. As far as fast food places go, I don't know why they never got bigger, but it was mainly just stayed in the East Coast. Yeah, I never had a corned beef sandwich. That's one of the sandwiches I've never had. I don't know why. I don't know. I just never ordered a corned beef. I never ordered a Reuben.
Your chips
or a Manhattan.
Never ordered a Monte Cristo. So I got some sandwich work to do. But again, it's only been a few years since I had a fried bologna. So some things just take time.
Hey,
so
2020, right before the pandemic started, is when you had your fried bologna.
The fried bologna, yep.
So my mom messaged back and said they used to mix butter and brown sugar in the peanut butter when they used to get it from the government.
Oh, see, that's the government. We were talking about last week about the government cheese. Now you got the government sugar. And
Peanut butter. So they mixed sugar. Yeah, they mixed brown sugar and butter and the peanut butter.
The government coming through.
But she did say they did serve it. They did serve it with chili though.
That is interesting.
Before they had options of other, 4 options of lunch.
Yeah. Which I would think, if you think about the nutrients, you're getting good protein there with the chili, and you're getting some of that also with the peanut butter. You got the grains from the bread with the peanut butter. So, I mean, you're getting a pretty good, well-balanced kind of meal there. You probably have a glass of milk with it, right? Or a little milk thing or whatever. Yeah. So you got some bases covered.
I remember that was the sandwich you got if you used to forget your lunch money or whatever. It's like, okay, because they couldn't let you go without eating all day, so you get like a free lunch, which was like a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, thick onion slices for burger. Yeah, I'm all about the onions. So I like some thick slices, and I like with the talking about the Italian hoisin. I like to get a good amount of extra onion on there, and the way it gets sopped in with the oil and the vinegar and the oregano and all kind of stuff. Yeah. Makes the onion really good. You down with OCP? Yeah, you know me.
Another Pigeon Hill
OCP oatmeal cream pie. A good thing the cream pie was clarified.
Does you down with OCP? Yeah.
Homemade pies and rolls, they come out good. Man. Vanessa does everything. So much stuff homemade. Man. To have like a Thanksgiving dinner at like Vanessa's place would have to be like the historical proportion, just
quail eggs, and fresh off the farm turkeys.
Like you want to try everything. Like you're leaving. You definitely got to have your sweatpants on because you're leaving fatter by the time you leave.
No kidding.
I'm bringing out all the bring out all the elastic for Vanessa's Thanksgiving dinner. I'm bringing it all. Probably crawling. You're not even walking out. You're crawling out because you can't even stand up because you ate so much.
When you go back home, everybody will be like, "Oh, I didn't recognize you. You gained like 400 pounds."
If you work out, you definitely want to go on your cheat day for sure.
They'd be like, "You look like the guy that ate Todd. What happened to him?" I got the guesses for the weekend. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay, we get it.
I got the closet is like yours. I just didn't try different things. I've seen them on menus, but I've never ordered them. Which I like sauerkraut, so I'm really surprised I haven't gotten like corned beef or Reuben or something. So, beef steak tomatoes with large slices of rye bread and sliced tomatoes, extra thick slice. Yeah. Like my wife, she really likes fried green tomatoes. I'll eat them once in a while, but I was never a big fan growing up eating them.
Shannon loves those.
Yeah.
She likes tomatoes, period, but she really likes fried green tomatoes.
She likes fried mushrooms. I'm not a huge fan of the fried mushrooms.
Yeah, we all like those.
Yeah, but I get calamari usually, which I'm a big fan of.
Calamari is good.
Smoked channel catfish over pecan wood and then add the catfish to the pizza. I've never heard of catfish on the pizza. That's kind of interesting. I mean, you can do anchovies, so why not do catfish?
Does that fall in the same category as pineapple on the pizza?
I was gonna say, if you're putting catfish on pizza, you can't argue about pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, right.
What if somebody came up with a catfish pineapple pizza? Have both on one. Would that be too much? Better than anchovies, Vanessa says. So if you had catfish and pineapple on a pizza, be interesting.
Might as well throw the anchovies too.
Roy Rogers and Hardee's are the same now. I haven't been to Roy Rogers in a long time. Maybe I just have fond childhood memories, but I don't know. Hardee's, I've been to Hardee's. Whenever I go to Hardee's, I feel like Hardee's is just kind of every time I go into Hardee's more recently or Carl's Jr.
I was gonna say
when I did see them, there's Hardee's still in some parts of the country, and the other parts have Carl's Jr. I feel like they're not always cleaned all the time. Like I always feel like there's something going on there. Like, are they that busy?
They're building a new Hardee's in our town here.
Yeah,
still under construction.
But I would say burger-wise, they do give you a beefy burger at Hardee's or Carl's Jr.
I've always liked Hardee's.
Yeah. I feel like visual-wise is a nice-looking burger, but taste-wise, I'm still home with the Whopper, son. I love the flame grilled burger. That's my favorite burger to get is a Whopper. And we drove past Burger King the other day, too, and I was like, I haven't been at Burger King in a while, but it's like Burger King, McDonald's, if I get Burger King and McDonald's, I'm going Burger King. Burger King, Hardee's, I'm still going to go Burger King. Although, when I was Burger King, maybe something like a Rally's, I'm probably still going Burger King, but Rally's has a decent burger. But again, it's the fried, it's not the flame grilled.
I've been disappointed in their fries, though, in the last few times I've had them.
Well, if you have fries, I'm pulling up on Arby's. Because Arby's, those curly fries are my favorite. Yeah, give me the curly. Give me all the curly.
But if you get a good, like a fresh batch of oil or something, and the first batch of the fries coming out of there, I think they're really good. But I feel like when you go to Rally's now, they don't ever change oil, so they're always just kind of like. But
no, they're always hot now, Todd, because they have a sticker on the window that says your fries aren't hot. Call this number.
Oh yeah, they got a thing they started doing. Yeah,
that's what I would say doing.
Probably my second burger spot after Burger King is probably Wendy's. Probably my second burger spot.
Yeah,
they have a decent burger.
Yeah,
their fries aren't too bad though, either with the sea salt type thing. But
their new fries, I like them way better than the old ones. Used to be the cheese to dip in the Frosties.
But fries, I would go Arby. Now, if I'm going like milkshake at a fast food place, I might go White Castle. It's going to be White Castle or Rally's as far as milkshakes. I think they make the better milkshakes.
I don't think I've had a milkshake from either one of them.
Oh, they're pretty solid.
Are they?
They are pretty damn solid. I mean, now I do like my Shamrock Shake once a year from McDonald's, but
if it's ever working.
If it's ever working. But overall, White Castle and then Rally's are my favorite milkshake spots.
Huh.
If I'm not like at a Dairy Queen. Now, if I'm at a Dairy Queen.
Well,
no.
I don't think they were. I don't think
and actually, I said Wendy's second, but Dairy Queen might be third there or second with their burgers. But chili dogs, Dairy Queen my chili dog spot.
Really?
They got really good chili dogs.
I'm about to get a chili dog from there. Oh, only reason why I don't, we have an ice creamery place like right down the street from our house that has really good chili dogs.
Yeah.
They're really good. So I don't ever go to Dairy Queen for a chili dog. I always go to the ice, but they're closed unless it's in the off season, but it's only like 2 months out of the year.
Now you pair a couple of chili dogs with a blizzard for dessert. That works.
Oh yeah.
That works.
Yeah. I go there sometimes and get like a chili dog with like a vanilla, just a plain old vanilla milkshake. Like I don't know what it is, but it tastes so good.
Sweet yeast Kaiser with flat top, female egg and cheese crack. Yeah, that sounds pretty decent. Liver sausage and white bread and heavy mayo. But I've never had liver sausage. I'm not a huge. I don't know why is it called liver sausage. I guess, but I'm not a huge fan of liver. Like my wife loves chicken livers. Like I cannot.
Oh, I do too.
I cannot mess with livers, but I don't know. I've never even heard of liver sausage.
Is that kind of like, I wonder if it's like blood liver.
I think it might be, but have you had liver sausage?
I've had
Or you had blood liver?
I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but I would assume it's the same thing. I'm not sure, though.
No, I've had liverwurst as a kid, which wasn't bad. Spicy mustard. My mom used to love eating some liverwurst back in the day. I don't understand what liverwurst, like with other lunch meats, they cut everything and all the stuff's off of it, like the paper. Like when you got liverwurst, you always had the red thing on it, like the ring. You'd always take the ring off. Like, why couldn't you cut it like solid, like everything else?
Yeah, Shannon said they do that in bologna sometimes too.
Yeah.
What is oh damn, I just forgot the name of it now.
You talk about bologna. good old German bologna. That's the one to get. Like back in the day, we used to the Northeast from like Dutch country and stuff like that. Oh, that's some good bologna.
Dang it.
Fuck, I'm gonna be hungry before I go to bed again.
Oh. What was the you ever had the Braunschweiger?
No.
It's like I think it comes in like a tube of like well kind of like sausage. Is that what it is? Is that the same thing?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Braunschweiger was. I remember having it as a kid, and I thought it was good, but it seemed like I had it not that long. Well, not saying not that long ago, but several years ago, and I don't remember it being very good.
And they call it liverwurst.
So it was liverwurst and
I mean,
Braunschweiger.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you might be right though. You could be right.
Should I say good old Roy Rogers? Great burgers for sure. We had the Roy Rogers in the 90s. By the high school, put your own toppings on the burger. Yeah, toppings bar and stuff. I should smoke a bologna in the smoker over Hickory. Well, there you go. Hell yeah, Vanessa ate it yesterday. See, Trez on the bologna.
I've been talking about doing that, getting like a chub or whatever they call it, and just
And onions with that
smoker.
liverwurst is spicy. Yeah, you put some onions with the liverwurst too. Yeah.
Smoke it.
It's like, yes, Trez. Y'all making me so damn hungry right now. Rye bread is a staple around these parts. Blake's in the house. Cheers, Blakey Blake.
What's
Cheers,
up, Blake?
Todd Shannon fan. Sorry, I've been getting straight whooped in Warzone. LOL. You got to learn. You got to cut your teeth. It's all
Hey
about
Blake,
the learning
somebody has to
experience.
take my position. Has to be you, I guess.
First Thanksgiving with husband in 2009. He goes to sleep and wakes up to a huge spread of desserts and food. I bet. I mean, if I was your husband, Vanessa, I'd probably be in a food coma. Can only imagine the stuff that you actually cooked.
No
there.
kidding. I'd just be like, yeah, that's my wheelchair.
Deep
Can I
fried
walk
green
to it
tomatoes.
at one time?
With fried green tomatoes. I'm not much of a chick flick guy, but I will tell you, back in the day, I actually watched that movie Fried Green Tomatoes, and it was pretty damn good. That was actually a pretty good movie. So I don't usually watch it, but that really stuck out as a really good movie.
I think
So
you used to love that movie, didn't you?
What movie?
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh my god, so good.
yeah, I mean, I'm not a chick flick guy, but I did watch it. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It has Kathy Bates in it.
Yeah, I think Robin
Hey.
Wright was in it too. I believe.
Stop your munchies and come back and
No,
join
I'm
us
not.
over here.
Yeah, what is she doing over there? It sounds like she's in a shitter.
On the couch eating potato chips. Getting the dogs.
Vanessa, I used to be a mustard guy on liverwurst until a friend made me see the light mayo. Oh, we got some mayo over mustard? What?
Oh.
Smoke the pineapple and put it on the pizza with the catfish? Oh, you're welcome, Big Daddy says. Both are good, but I enjoy mustards better. I like the mustards, like those little was it Mr. the stone ground mustard. Oh, that's really good. Track the Japanese Beer Company Extremist Belgian style IPA. Oh, you're making me thirsty, Gilbert. Flame broiled burgers at noontime. Yeah, it's some of the. I mean, that's the thing that Burger King captured, kind of the grilling experience with the whole flame burger thing.
Sir Brunswick actually just listed as sausage.
Was that Food That Built America series, when they do the whole Burger King versus McDonald's, the whole Burger King thing is just like, it's a pretty good episode there too.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
All right, hold on.
Wendy's triple burger is the best. Triple, yeah. Well, in Canada, Blake, they actually, and Gilbert would know this up there, they actually had ads where they would actually run like a 20 stack burger of like, I don't know who ate that or what they did, but you could actually do it. I don't know if it was a challenge or whatever, but it was 20 patties. But
Sounds like clogging of the heart already.
pretty much. I mean, I'm pretty sure that might have took down Big Dave. I don't know, but Wendy's burgers, they're pretty decent.
Wendy's was also on the Food That Made America.
Oh, were they?
I think they were like the first to have the drive-through.
Wendy's was?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I think the Wendy's guy come from, which was Dave, which was initially with KFC, I think, was the episode.
Huh.
Because
Was-
money ruins everything.
KFC and Wendy's, and they bought him out for like $30,000.
Well, the KFC episode was kind of interesting too, with Colonel Sanders, and they're doing that one. But the White Castle one was pretty good as well, because White Castle, like a lot of people don't realize, they were the first fast food chain, actually.
Right.
They were the ones that came up with that whole thing, and the whole white uniform and all that stuff all played into it, like how the employees he wanted the employees to look clean. So like the medical profession, he had them all wearing white and stuff. And, people think of McDonald's and stuff being a big thing, or Burger King or Wendy's, but yeah, it was White Castle was the first one that really cracked that open. And I tell you what, with the right buzz, you can't beat those little steamed burgers. You just can't. They're steamed. And you'll feel it the next day, but at that time,
you will.
When you have them, you're in the moment, those things settle in nicely.
At the time, it's like, this is a great idea. Next day, you're like, oh, not so much. What was I thinking?
Now, I mentioned earlier, they probably have one of the better milkshakes I have for fast food. Just a warning, if you're getting the sack and you're getting the milkshake, there may be an explosion. I'm just saying. So you want to prepare yourself the next day. Arby's Curly, definitely.
Make sure your plumbing's equipped for it.
Arby's Curly, a little bit of horsey sauce. Yeah. Rally's Oboe and Big Buford. Yeah.
Don't buy.
I haven't had Rally's in so long, though, but they're pretty decent sandwiches.
I'm going to bed.
What? What is this?
Hey, I've learned my limits over.
Wait a minute. Did the gummy kick in?
I don't know if it's
probably.
I think it kicked in. I think it kicked in on her.
It don't matter. I just know where I'm supposed to be, and that's in bed.
You're supposed to be right here with us.
Supposed to be. I mean, but whatever.
Well, that's one of the dreams you men have. Your life's not good enough, so if I was there, it would be.
If you want to be lame, you can be lame.
I'm okay with being lame. No problem with being lame.
Well, there's a first Shannon going to bed before the show's over.
I know, right? Usually it's always carrying us into the after hours.
Oh, yes. Oh, I bet if we're doing a question game, she'd come back. Denny's does a good milkshake. I haven't had one from Denny's, but Denny's is a sit down type spot. So if you're doing a sit down type spot, obviously here in the States, you'd have. Well, I guess you could do fast food like Steak and Shake.
I think all the Denny's around us are closed now.
Steak and Shake has a decent shake.
Yeah, Steak and Shake.
Obviously, I guess you could put them up there and maybe one of the better ones for fast food. Actually, their steak burgers aren't too bad either. So
Culver's actually has pretty good ice cream also.
Yeah.
And burgers.
Denny's, some fun foods. I was banned from Denny's, and yeah, I remember you saying, but I don't think we ever find out what you did there, Vanessa. DQ is solid. Yeah, Dairy Queen's always solid. Yeah, they had Dairy Queen versus Carvel on the Food That Built America. That was another interesting story. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Liverwurst is a paste liver. Huh. Well, that's interesting. And Vanessa, why were you banned? Like, people want to know. Why did Vanessa get banned at Denny's? Oh, I've heard a pretty exciting story behind that one. Old local diner and the milkshakes. Like, yeah, you get a good diner with some good milkshakes. Once upon a time at $200 in 1989. Was this like, well, 1989, so that wasn't when you were leaving Studio 54. That would have been back in the 70s. Banned from the livestock store down the road because I really got high and forgot my new buddy, Pete the Yellow Duck. Wasn't my dad, a true story. New owners nowadays, yeah. Hey, Blake, Vanessa, cooking green fried maters tomorrow, having a fish fry. Oh, very nice.
Oh, nice.
To put some photos up on Instagram, Triz. Liver sausage, liverwurst, broth striker, same. Oh, so if it's like liverwurst, then I've had it then. Okay. Fried green tomatoes and Mystic pizza. Put fried green tomatoes on a pizza. That'd be interesting. Hate liver though. I'm with you on the liver. I'm not a liver person. Oh, we're having liver and onions. I'm going to let it pass. Not supposed to eat vital organs anymore. Well, they're not vital anymore to the animal they came from.
They're terrible for you if you have high cholesterol.
20 patties. No wonder we hear Canada's retarded. Yeah. It used to be a thing. There was like a thing you could order. And if I'm wrong, Gilbert, let me know. But I remember seeing Wendy's ads like in Canada where they had like a 20 stack of the patty type thing. I don't know who was trying to do that as a challenge, but
I mean, how much did that thing cost? I wonder.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I don't remember, like $20-something, something I believe, but this was like back. It was before I was with my old company. Old company, so that would have been 2000, somewhere between 2000 and 2007. Yeah, there's a 4-patty Wendy's here, Gilbert says. So they have 4 now in Wendy's.
I think we used to. I think 3 is the most we can get now, I believe.
And we can only do a triple here.
But I do remember them having 4 at one time, though. I think Rally's had maybe 4 at one time also. Or whatever that Big Buford. How many patties? I think it was 3 also.
Big Buford? Is that like just a double, I thought?
Is it a double? I thought it was huge, big, well, obviously for the name, but.
I don't know if it was like a big thing of meat or whatever, but.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
All right. I'm trying to see if I can see that thing they had before. I swore it was like a big stack. Maybe it wasn't 20. Maybe it was less than that, but. See it here. I can find it anywhere. Because the internet, like Pepperidge Farm, it remembers. Don't see that one. I see some other ones on here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was one they actually had at Wendy's. Maybe it just seemed like it was a lot more than I remember from back then, but so I can pull it up here. So this is one, I think it was in Canada, with this huge one here. I mean, that's a lot of meat for sure. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say it's probably 6, 7, maybe 7 or 8 on here or something, but it's all mushed together. And then you had like some like this here. So that's only a double stacked up with stuff, but like you're just asking your arteries to get clogged when you have something like that. That is just crazy, but it is what it is. Yeah, Big Daddy. Eric is a lucky bro. I tried. You would get after it after you had a little bit of a substance to kind of give you that energy when you get the munchies coming in. Blake said he would get after like a big sandwich like that. Sack of Crystal Burgers. So the first time I had White Castle was funny. I was a kid and we were visiting some people and they're like, oh, we're going to run to White Castles. They were saying, what does everybody run or whatever? And people are ordering, they're like, well, give me 4, give me 5, give me 6. And I'm like, are these hamburgers? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're getting White Castles or whatever. Like, how many do you want? And I'm thinking they're average hamburgers.
I just want one,
you know? And everybody's like calling out 5 or 6 or these other numbers. And I'm like, what do you think? He's like, oh, you probably would get like 6 or something like that and everything. And it was just like, when they came, they were like the little burgers or whatever. But it was just funny. Like, I was not expecting them to be as little as they actually came. But those things hit, and I had a little cream soda with the fries as well. So cream soda was really big back in the day, bigger than it is now.
I think with the Crystal Burgers, though, I think they serve it with mustard instead on them.
Do they steam those as well?
I think
they
they're
do.
the same as White Castle, but I think they have it with mustard instead of like just pickle and onion.
Well, it's just pickled onion at White Castle, though. Yeah.
You're right.
Hmm.
But
A
they're
little
so
bit different.
crystals, and I'm thinking they have mustard on them, but I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, they say crystal like the White Castles of the South, right? So
You're right. Yeah.
Canadians were the first people to put bacon on a burger, Blake. Really? It surprised me though. Some nice maple bacon. Oh, bye, Shannon. Vanessa said when Shannon left. Hey, what's up, Mal? Mal's in the house, and Chew.
What's up,
Cheers.
Mal?
It's been a while. Hope everything's been good. Gilbert called Shannon quitter.
I did too. This was probably best offended.
Wendy's breakfast sandwiches are best. Ooh, best breakfast sandwiches. Wendy's are pretty good. Although I do like the croissant sandwich from Burger King. Wendy's does have, if you're looking at a biscuit sandwich, I think Wendy's is probably the best one.
I will say White Castle's has a
here we go with the fried. What does they got? What they got? I mean,
that is one of them, but their whole breakfast and egg sandwich is pretty
good.
good.
You know you like that one. Tell the folks.
That funny one is really good. Since you went there, Ron, I'll go along with it.
Now, I haven't seen a White Castle since being back in Maryland, so it's kind of interesting because they are so big on the East Coast, but I don't know. I haven't seen any yet. Yeah, White Castle burgers for breakfast, only 3 manageable. Well, if it's for breakfast, you got to be careful. You don't want it to explode later on. Liver is tasty done right. Yeah, I'm going to have to take your word on that. The liver's never been anything attractive for me to actually taste. Looking at now, Wendy's T-Rex burger, 20 patties. Okay, so you do have it. T-Rex, $24.99 for the burger.
Yeah.
So Blake was able to find it. Let me see.
Yeah, get 20 patties. That's a pretty good deal, really.
Sorry to think I was a little crazy thinking about that, but let me see here.
I mean, could you actually eat one of those in one sitting, like a whole 20 patty burger?
I mean, I would think, I guess you could. This guy here was going to attempt it, and I'll pull up the picture of him. So this guy was going to go after the T-Rex challenge. That's what it looks like, folks. That's a T-Rex burger. I mean, you have to mash it down to bite it. I mean, look at these guys.
You know?
Oh, that's no T-Rex. What are you doing? That's like a little fella. Get out of there.
Yeah.
You know, T-Rex person. Let's see here. Yeah, and if you get the cheese on it, look at the cheese just oozing down it.
I mean, that looks pretty damn good.
She's like, come get me a sec. You have to be drunk as shit to give it a try here, I think.
That's a heart attack waiting to happen, I would think.
Oh, yeah. And Canada's supposed to be the more healthier country, right? Like, they wouldn't put this out in America, but they put it out in Canada. They're like, we're going to do some testing to see what the Canadians think it is. I mean, that is just a sloppy mess waiting to happen. That's not even 20. That's just 2, 3. That's at a restaurant where it's
that's like the link
3, 4, 5. That's like the appetizer at a bar. Yeah, that was only like a 5-burger one, but
that thing was already sliding over to the side.
This guy here, I don't know if he has actual T-Rex. That's not 20 patties, son. I don't know what you're trying to.
4, 5, 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, it ain't no T-Rex burger, son. It's more like a raptor burger.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see here.
Oh,
what's he calling one after it? So, Dame, what's his name? He's got a YouTube channel too.
Is that the comedian
Drops? No, he's actually a food tester.
Okay.
Food blogger. I want to say Dame Drops is his name. I've watched some of his videos, but yeah, he does a lot of stuff here. But that is crazy.
He'd probably eat the whole thing. He'd try to eat the whole thing in one bite.
Nah.
not the whole thing, but like one bite as like a whole, instead of like trying to squash it down and eat a whole.
And then this one has it here from the side. So this is 10 patties on this one. So these are 10 patty burger, not a 20 patty. But no, this one is 20. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is the 20 patty one right here. I mean, this is, that's a lot of meat. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Talking
about the sweats. Get the sweats on that.
This guy here is trying to mash it together. But see, this is like only 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is only 10 as well. So I don't know if they switched it, maybe take it from the 20 to the 10 or whatever. But
yeah, I probably thought you Americans are already too fat anyway. We'll just cut it in half.
Yeah, we'll cut it in half for the Americans. You know, the Americans. Yeah. You guys have cholesterol concerns down there in the States. You know, you're not as clear as us in Canada. You know, you guys got to worry about heart conditions. Tried haggis in Scotland. Delicious. Ooh. I've never done the haggis. We have some restaurants here that don't do haggis at some of like the Irish pubs or English pubs, but haven't done that one. Although I do like the bangers and mash they do. Although, again, I don't know if it's fully authentic because I haven't been over to England, but bangers and mash is pretty tasty here.
At least
patty melts.
American version, anyway.
I've done the patty melts. I do like patty melts as a sandwich. Eating perfectly from Vanessa. Sausage is always good. Yeah. Hey, Vanessa. Crystals are square. Yeah, so is White Castle. They're both square. Yeah. One of my best friends loves liverwurst. Retired to Buena Vista, Florida. Plays golf every day. Golf in the morning, liverwurst at lunch. Life is good for him. White Castle blows away Crystal, not steamed. But White Castle is steamed, right? So Crystal doesn't steam?
So I said, what comes on a Crystal burger? It's a square hamburger patty slider with a steamed bun together with diced onions, pickle, and mustard.
So it does have the mustard on there.
And White Castle does not.
Because White Castle does their steam as well. I believe, unless anything changed in this Friday.
So I Googled.
Yeah, White Castle steamed mini burgers. Yeah.
Yeah. It says, so if you want a sweet burger, go with White Castle, but tangy and savory burgers, it's Crystal. The other major difference between the two is the bun, as Crystal feels fuller. However, some folks might prefer White Castle because it's juicy, sweet taste, and it is also a few cents cheaper.
Well, the funny thing is, though, it depends what state you're in. You even get them because they're in different states on the Mason-Dixon line. So, yeah, but it's funny. I don't know if you ever noticed when you came up to the house I had in Kentucky, we had a White Castle plant right there on the little highway where the park was. Mm-hmm. And like when they start working like the shifts, you just drive and it's just like White Castle in the air. You're smelling it. It's just like, why do I get the urge for a White Castle?
Yeah, why? It's kind of like Burger King, like you said. You drive past it, you can smell it coming out. It's like,
yeah,
I want to go. I want a Whopper all of a sudden.
I remember Wendy's 6 patties. I don't remember 6. I don't think we ever had the 6 patties in the States. I don't think they ever went past the triple that I remember. I've been in this fight before on the radio, but Daddy said White Castle should do hangover burger with the quail egg on it. I like that idea. Although I don't know if the White Castle crowds into quails as much. Coffee-wise, well, I do like my Dunkin' Donuts. Quiet as kept, White Castle does have some of the best coffee out there. Quail egg be bigger than the burger. Yeah. It'd be overlapping. The quail egg be overlapping. 20 patties, Gilbert. Yeah. Even Gilbert's not taking that test. Everything is bigger than the burger. LOL. White Castle makes great stuffing at Thanksgiving now. Do they really?
I've heard that too. I've heard that.
Canadians ain't healthy. We're a bunch of farm boys here. We just work hard. I've seen where people do like Valentine dates at White Castle.
That's what I was going to say too. Yeah, if you don't call in advance, they sell out in Valentine's for that.
I don't know how you get. I mean, you got some mad skills if you're like you can take your lady to White Castle. She's happy about it. I mean, that's ultimate player skills right there. Like,
well, I'm also thinking you're not planning for like the after dinner thing either, because like that pretty much clears all that out of the way.
What are we doing for Valentine's Day? Oh, I got the night set. So we're going to drive down White Castle, got a preset menu, you know. No, okay. Like, I can't imagine telling my wife that. She'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like we're not going to White Castle. So maybe that's like a later stage. I feel like they're older people or they're younger people, like you're teenagers, maybe you're on a little date there. Either you're that level or you're the level where you're like 70 plus.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
In between, you'll be like, okay, now what's next?
But that's some mad player skills. I'm gonna take the old lady out to White Castle. She'll love it. Heart attack just looking at. Wow, yeah, right. I mean, which again is funny because Canada will be the one to do that when Canada's supposed to be more health conscious. Haggis is outstanding stuff. I know people that like haggis. You got friends over in England and stuff like that eat that too. It's just I've never actually tried it, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't try it. Bangers are English and regional. Aside of mashed onion gravy, there's nothing better. I see, like when I had bangers and mash, I see it as kind of like a good hangover type food. Like that next morning, that's like a perfect food to kind of soak up some stuff and just chill out and then have that. Give yourself like 30, 40 minutes. You're good to go. You're out.
Might be why you see it at a lot of German places. Bangers, mash. Okay.
I tell you another thing that's fucking pretty good. If you ever get a chance to try it, you have it. It's those fucking Scotch eggs. Them Scotch eggs are like those things are like fucking.
Yes.
Like, why don't we have more places doing this? Like, how did we not copy something like this? This is fucking awesome.
We have a German style pub that we go to sometimes, and they have a Scotch egg there.
Yeah. Yeah, the Scotch egg is tasty as fuck. And then I went to one place and they had deep fried deviled eggs. And I'm like, you're going to another level right now. Like the deviled eggs alone had me, but now you're deep frying them? Fucking bring it.
I feel like deep frying anything you're taking to the next level. Like it doesn't matter what it is.
I feel like they're doing magic back in the kitchen at this point, to make this deep fried deviled egg. I love some good deviled eggs when you put a deep fry into it.
I thought about doing some of those last year at Christmas time.
Yeah, you should.
Eve, we always do the party at our house and appetizers, hors d'oeuvres and stuff. I was like, ooh, I saw that. I was like, I might try that deep fried. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, because I like it too much and I want it more than just once a year type of thing.
Oh, they were fucking phenomenal.
I've never had them, but I bet they were good.
Haggis, we had traditional and the panini, both were fantastic. Yeah, the place where I'm at here now, I'm trying to think. We do have, and I haven't been there yet, on the harbor, we do have like an Irish pub type eatery restaurant, like, / bar, how they do here in the States. So maybe I'll try something if they have something like that there. But I haven't seen any of the other English type pubs like we had in Kentucky. We have a couple places that kind of try to replicate like an English pub where they have some of that stuff there. Well, that's why I used to drink a lot of Fuller's beer at some of the English pubs in Kentucky that we had, because they would always have Fuller's on tap. Scotch eggs are awesome. They're fucking phenomenal. There's a White Castle stuffing recipe like it does in burgers chopped up with other stuff in it. Killed everyone at Thanksgiving. Yeah. So that's what they do. So when they do their stuffing, they're putting some of the burger stuff into it. That's pretty interesting. Growing up, I was never a huge stuffing person. I was more mac and cheese type thing, like Thanksgiving. But later on, I ended up starting getting into stuffing a little bit more.
Me too.
Yeah.
My mom always makes stuffing at Thanksgiving. She always does it like scratch or whatever, not the stovetop stuffing or whatever, and it's pretty damn good.
Yeah. But you give me mac cheese out of the oven, baked, with the cold crispy burnt type edges.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, I'm not fucking with the stuffing. I'm all over the macaroni. I'll just put it down. Don't ask me how much I want. Just put it right down right here because I'm about to dig into it.
I did some one time on the smoker. Put mac and cheese on the smoker and just let it smoke for a while and got that crusty top. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
So good.
That had to be pretty tasty. And you like pick it up and the cheese just oozes.
Yeah, it was just like cheese.
Oh.
So as far as you could reach.
So if you would tell me, you might want to back up. I'm about to get a little excited. Oh, that's some good stuff right there, man. Yeah, when I was a kid, with my grandmother, when she was alive, we'd have like Thanksgiving there, and she'd have like I was kind of spoiled a little bit because I was like the only grandkid, like the only great nephew, and all those stuff. So I usually got a lot of different things, but she would make like I wasn't a huge turkey fan, so she would make a turkey and she'd make a ham on Thanksgiving. She knew I liked ham better than turkey, and we'd have like the baked macaroni, and you'd have like the sweet potato or yams, and you'd have the greens and the green beans, and it was just a whole smorgasbord of stuff. And then it was like you'd have not just pies, you'd have pies and you'd have cake. So it was like lemon cake, and I was a big fan of lemon meringue pie and Boston cream pie back then. So I had like lemon cream pie, Boston cream pie, all these different things. And I'm like, there's only like 7 people here eating. Like we got also but
no, this is it.
The days, and then she bring out those rolls from the oven. You put the rolls in there, and they come out all nice and warm. Oh man, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Need a wheelchair or some wheelbarrow or something? Let me get the car.
You're just a kid under the table, just kicking your legs as you're going to town, boy. Those are some hearty Thanksgiving meals for sure.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. A local butcher does haggis for Burns Night. Oh, nice. White Castle stuffing isn't from the restaurant. People make it at home, and it's absolutely amazing. Oh, really? So people aren't getting it from the restaurant? Or maybe some restaurants are doing it?
I thought you could get it from the restaurant. Actually, I didn't.
Yeah, for the way Big Daddy did it with the burgers, I would think it would come from them. The Irish wouldn't make that Scottish. Yeah, probably not. But when I did have the Scottish eggs, they were actually at a English pub when I had those. But yeah, one of my ex's fathers made it, and I was astonished. Oh, okay. I was thinking the same thing, Eric. White Castle doesn't make it. They're just recipes online for the store brought. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
The Irish is all about seafood and lamb. I do love some good lamb. Although here we get a lot of the lamb with like we have a lot of Mediterranean and Greek type places. So a lot of times like gyros and stuff like that, we're getting like lamb that way. Yeah. But I do like a good gyro. But yeah.
Yeah, she's big on those. I'm getting new gyros.
Yeah, we had a couple spots we tried. It was kind of like a little skimpy on the gyro meat, and we had some where it's just like overflows. So it's like, like mark them down. We'll go back to them next time. Yeah.
Yeah, keep that one on the list.
But yeah, but now I kind of got the munchies and stuff. It's like, geez, but yeah. But trying to think, anything else that we actually got? The Shannon's already tucked herself in.
I know.
Yeah. But no, I think pretty much that's it for this week. We're going to wrap it up.
Early night tonight.
Yeah, sleep is kind of something I'm trying to get more of if possible, I guess. So, it's funny. The person that gets off tomorrow is the one that went to bed first. So
right. Yeah. I'm off.
Well, you're off tomorrow because of the vacation and stuff. But usually we're the ones that have to get up and go to work and everything.
Right. She's always off, usually on Fridays anyway. So
yeah. But Tuesday night, for those of you that follow me on Twitter, we'll have the Twitter Spaces, and we'll be talking to Linda Cooley from Mad River Brewing. So I had Linda on the YouTube channel before, and so over there with John, Jay, Greg, we'll be talking about the things they're doing out there in California, some of the things they run into, things we'll talk about like inclusion, all kinds of different stuff. And it'll be a great conversation. I know everybody's kind of pumped up about it. So that'll be anybody that has Twitter. That'll be in the Twitter space Tuesday at 9:00. And another video uploaded tomorrow. The video upload tomorrow is kind of interesting because it'll be my first non-alcoholic beer here on the channel. So I went ahead and I'm going to start testing some of those. I really want to get some Untitled Art non-alcoholic beers, just because I've heard they've done some good things. And for the sours, I would think that would be kind of an interesting thing to sit back and enjoy, rather than having like a soda or whatever, have like a sour type flavor. You know, you're at work, you want something kind of a beer taste, but you can't drink a beer. Here's an option. So I'm going to be doing some more non-alcoholic options here on the channel as well. And then, of course, next Thursday we'll be back with another show here. Can't think of anything else. But I do have some other people lined up for the channel. Eric from Lord Hobo, he got cleared to come back on again. So we're going to probably have some updates from Lord Hobo. I just got to get that set up. M. Salter, who was on before, she has her new book out around beer. So we're going to get her back on again and talk about that. Again, we're just trying to match up times and dates where that would work. So I'm going to work on that this weekend. And then got some other people in the pipeline that I'm looking to talk to. But it's always great to bring the people on so they can share their different things. And I need to get some other people on, some of the other beer tubers again too. So right now for me, it's crunch time. We got all the stuff at work, and then the beer channel's doing well here, of course, but then I've got the reaction channel that's picked up steam. So I'm doing stuff on that, and then a couple other different social media stuff. So it's just finding time for everything. But it's always great to actually bring these people on and have a good thing. Mal says, I loved Linda. Yes, Linda was awesome. I'm going NA to bring out a few. I'm not going to go and stay in that. I'm going to test some NA type stuff on here. But yeah, I want to give. I mean, I'm going to be different. You guys can check out the Lagunitas what I'm doing tomorrow, and then I'm going to have some other ones I'm going to try to do if I can find them. I don't want to buy like a 6-pack of them, so I'm trying to find some individual type stuff. And I was able to get the Lagunitas one a while ago, and I'm going to look to get some more stuff like that, just to kind of spread it out. And then for those that missed last week, I was saying on the channel, because of all the time constraints, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 12:15 is when I'm going to be actually releasing most of the videos. I might pop up some stuff during the course of the week and have some other stuff that I can share. But those will be the main type things in the Thursday night show. So I'm trying to balance a little bit more on some of the other social media stuff taking place. Autocorrect, at least you can do you can't really autocorrect here, but this and Twitter, like you don't let you edit anything. But so lots of good stuff upcoming. I'm trying to think. I had a couple other people I think lined up that were going to come on as well.
Still trying to crack the brewer for you, Our Lady here.
Yeah.
I can't get him to do it online though. He wants to do it like in person for some reason.
Well, you can do it on person there, and then we just run a live stream like this for StreamYard. If you wanted to talk to him on camera, and I can talk to him, I can ask him stuff on camera, just have him there with you and everything. So
that's true. Yeah, we could do that maybe.
That could
I'll
be a
have to talk to him
possibility.
again about it and see.
Yeah, I might try to reach out to Mantry to get Mike to come on again. Haven't had Mike on here in a while, and the stuff they're actually doing. I did talk with Lagunitas, and I got to try to reach out to my contact there again and try to get them on. And I know I talked to Hop Butcher before, but I haven't talked to Hop Butcher since I moved since last year. But we were looking at trying to get him on at some point here too to talk about some of the Hop Butcher beers. So there's stuff that's out there. I'm just trying to get it all organized and get it all together. But good things to come for sure. And appreciate everybody that's definitely been tuning in and showing the support. It's an awesome time as usual. Everyone a great weekend. Indeed. And I'm supposed to team up. I got to get back with Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews. We're going to do a double Chimay review. So I got to pick up some Chimay and get with him because I'm always down for a Chimay review. Chimay is always good.
Yeah.
Gilbert's a Good Night Fools as well. But yeah, so a lot of good stuff. Hopefully they come soon that I can get plugged in here. So you guys stay tuned for that. But that being said, that's really all I got for this week. Oh, and the for those of you that, if you don't or you want to listen to it, the podcast. So the podcast is new as far as being updated, but every Sunday I'm releasing a new podcast, and that'll be based on beer news from the past week and my own twist on some different things. So started running that last week, but you can get that out there. It's the Rod J BeerVentures Beercast, and it's wherever you get podcasts at. You can actually locate that. So if you want to take a listen to that as well. I'll be sharing some different stuff this Sunday from the past week, and also kind of tapping on some other things that might pique your interest, so to speak. Now I think I got everything out. Hopefully. If not, I will share more next week. But thanks for everybody that tuned in. And Todd, you got anything you want to add here?
Nope. Appreciate everybody stopping by and checking us fools out, as Gilbert would say.
Yes, Gilbert would say, right? All right, everybody. Well, we are out. We definitely appreciate you, and we will catch up with you guys later.